things are possible.
What's good, everybody? How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? We back at it, man. Let's go ahead and get the TikTok live started here. What's up, though, guys? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing on this beautiful weekend? How are y'all doing on this beautiful weekend? Good, you? I'm doing swell. Doing swell. Can't complain. Oops, let me change this to the proper one here. Never been this early to a live W. Well, glad you're here, man. Glad you are here. Time to awaken the sleeping lion of Christendom. Real. Seen the debate. Oh, yeah, I don't really care about that because he's kind of a sophist. Ahmed is. If y'all in here, like the live, guys. What's up, everybody? What's up, guys? If y'all in here, like the live. If y'all on TikTok, double tap that screen. And things of that nature.
What's up, Nick?
What's going on?
Just a quick thing. Why don't you accept the debate with that the Muslim apologist?
You're muffled right now.
Why don't you accept the formal debate with the Muslim apologist?
I literally said I would if he wants to attack the Christian dilemma. I said I'll literally just let him attack and I'll only defend.
So, do you want to do a formal debate with him or what?
I said if he wants to attack the Christian dilemma, I literally told him this on live. If you want to just attack the Christian dilemma, yes, you can just. I'll let you just attack my view and I'll defend it.
Okay. All right. You have a blessed one. Take care.
All right. I already said this on live, guys. Like, come on, bro. Teddy's with the 5 for let's get the memberships. W Ted. Coming in early with the gift of membership. Coming in early with it. Appreciate that, man. Goat Ted. God bless. Happy Saturday. God bless. God bless y'all too, man. And you just told this guy they don't listen. I know, bro. I know.
Love her.
Hello?
Yo,
Yes,
bro.
sir, brother.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for teaching me so much about the Trinity and Orthodoxy, bro. That's all.
Of
I
course,
know
man.
you don't let up Christians, but I figured it's like the start of the stream, so
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it.
thanks so much, bro. I'm teaching Romanians in my own country that don't really know just from you because you taught me so much. So I
W.
just want to thank you
Good to hear. W, man.
so much. God bless you,
All
bro.
right, bro. God
See you.
bless. W, always love to hear words of encouragement. We were spreading the gospel to every nation, guys. Romania to the U.S. to Russia to everywhere. By the way, guys, Fiji Johnson's back. Dr. Fiji Johnson. You know what it is, man. All right. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good. What's going on?
Good. I just have a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
You are Eastern Orthodox. What's the difference between a Protestant, Orthodox, and Catholic?
Protestant, they don't hold as much to the church. Orthodox hold to the early church, and so do Catholics. But Catholics believe in the papacy, and they also believe in the filioque. That's the main difference between Orthodox and Catholic.
Do you believe all three sects will go to heaven?
I don't think that you can group every person in a single sect to go to heaven. I think it depends on the person within the sect. I don't think that sects go to heaven, people within them go to heaven.
Okay, say I'm a Catholic and I believe that Jesus died for my sins. Will that make me go to heaven no matter if I'm Orthodox, Catholic, or Protestant?
It won't make you go to heaven. Nah, it depends. I don't know. It depends on each individual person. I don't know whether or not you're gonna go to heaven or not. You just saying you Catholic or Orthodox or whatever, it doesn't tell me whether or not you're gonna go to heaven.
To go to heaven, do I solely have to believe in one thing, or do I have to do things with good deeds and
Well, yeah, you need to repent. Yeah, he says if you don't repent, you won't inherit the kingdom. So yeah, you gotta repent. There's things you have to do. You have to follow him to the best of your ability.
Okay, cool. All right, thanks, man.
Cool. Yep, no problem. By the way, Lupe with a $50 cash app. Appreciate you, Lupe. Appreciate you, Lupe. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. My goat always coming in, man. Lupe being here immediately too. I know he got post notifications on. Oops, didn't mean to do that. TikTok. I'll see you in the chat, Lupe. Deny yourself daily, carry your cross. Yeah, guys, we should always be trying to do our best to do the right things, man. Anyone who tells you you can accept Christ and forget about him after that, no. Cough, cough, Johnny Chang. Are you watching the debate? Nah, not really. But I will be watching the debate tonight with my friend Bryce. I'll be doing a debate tonight. I just saw the Leafy video how the Muslims should tell him stop debating. Yeah, it's horrendous. I think he's a narcissist, to be honest. Cause he just keeps lying, and every time he gets caught lying, he says, "Well, that's not what I meant." That's literally like some of the like founding narcissistic behavior problems. Where's the hoodie from? It's from Christmas. Last Christmas is where it's from. Johnny Chang said turning from sin doesn't involve repentance. Yeah, that's horrendous. Horrendous. Just stopped in to say, hey, I'll watch later, but have dinner with my daughter. Have a good one, bro. All right, bro. God bless you, man. I hope you have a great dinner with your daughter, dude. Hey, can you debate this for debate Cal? I don't know who that is, but she can come in the guest request if you want. Anyone come in the guest request. Everyone always tells me to debate people. Like I don't have an open debate platform. Anyone can come debate. Loki Chico with $5 super chat. Here's a tax I owe you, bro. By the way, reading the books you recommended. Thanks, bro. God bless. W, man. Appreciate the tax. Appreciate the tax, bro. Yeah, man. Hopefully those books are doing you some good. Hopefully be able to learn some good stuff from them. Who's Bryce debating? Some guy named Talon, a Catholic. Hello?
Oh, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, so I see you say that Christianity and the Trinity are logical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do disagree with that, but I'd like to hear why you think that.
Because I don't think it goes against any of the classical laws of logic or has any contradictions entailed by its existence, etc.
Well, would you agree that it does rely upon this idea that a God is necessary?
Yeah. I
Well,
believe God is necessary, yeah.
so what, and I'm not trying to be rude, like, what logic brought you to the conclusion that God, I feel like there's like a problem with the order. Like it's not linear. It almost feels like you're starting at a conclusion. Like
What conclusion am I
God,
starting at?
the conclusion that I would call it a conclusion that God is necessary. Because to me that seems like an assumption.
It's not
I
an
don't really-
assumption. It's based on logic and reasoning in syllogistic format. Like, syllogism to show God must be necessary.
Could you demonstrate that to me? I
Yeah.
don't really get it.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you syllogism. All right. So premise 1 is going to be something is moved is in motion. Premise 2, whatever is moved by something else. Premise 3, if everything that is moved, if everything that moves is moved, then there is no first mover. Premise 4, if there is no first mover, then no secondary movers move. Premise 5, if no secondary movers move, then nothing is moved. Conclusion, there is a first mover. So that's
Okay.
why I would show that God does have to exist. And God is what we call the first mover.
Oh, okay. Is this like an argument for the universe?
It's an argument for all of creation, yeah.
Okay. So there is a natural explanation that sort of says we may have just always existed, like in a very hyper-dense state of matter.
That wouldn't work because then you would have to say that time goes back infinitely far. And if time goes back infinitely far, then you would have to say how we got to an infinite point in time. Because if time goes back infinitely far, right, then there's no way we could have gotten to this point.
Well, time doesn't go back infinitely far. In this theory, it actually has a finite starting point.
And what theory?
So, are you familiar with the two clocks experiment?
No.
There's an experiment that demonstrates that space and time are very closely related. It's like they might even be the same thing. But anyway, I'm not going to make that claim. But in the experiment, they had one atomic clock on the ground, and they had one atomic clock in a rocket, and they flew it around the Earth. And when it came back, it demonstrated that the clock moving closer to the speed of light experienced time differently than the clock that sat on the ground. And the other thing it demonstrated is that as you pass through space, you experience time differently. Anyway, part of this theory, there's like three different versions of the Big Bang. One of them says we may have existed at the beginning as a very hyperdense thing of matter where there was no space and therefore there was no time. And once space existed, time sort of came into existence as well.
What do you mean time
Meaning that
came
there-
into existence though? Because time is, I'm just gonna take time to be a measurement of change.
Well, time may be an emergent property that where space is necessary to have time
Emergent
And it could
property
also-
from what?
from space.
How does it emerge from space?
So, okay. Are you familiar? Do you know what an emergent property is?
Yeah, it's something that comes forth. It's causally external to another.
Yeah. So, like, temperature is an emergent property. Like, temperature doesn't really exist.
Yeah,
However-
I'm saying how is time emergent from space though? If time is just a measurement of change, unless you have a different
Well-
definition for it.
Time may not actually exist. It simply might be an emergent property that comes from how an object or something made of matter passes through space.
Okay, what do you define time to be?
The passage of seconds on a clock, I guess.
The passage of seconds on a clock.
Sure.
So if
I
you
don't
ain't
know. How
got no
would
if you ain't
define
got no
time?
clock, then what is time?
I don't know. I don't know how you would observe time if you didn't have like a time measuring device in front of you.
Things going from potentiality to actuality?
I mean, that is certainly like I don't think you're observing time though. I feel like you're observing something in the universe. You know what I mean? Like
That's what time's gonna be though. It's gonna be
I
going
think
from
everything
potentiality
is
to
sort of
actuality. Different
experiencing time right
potentialities.
now.
It's gonna be different sequences of those things.
We do have an experiment called the two clocks experiment that demonstrates that space and time are closely related.
I
And
agree.
in-
I agree that
Yes.
with differences in space, that time can be different, right? It can be,
Well-
for example, you can be viewing something that's happened in the past already if you're looking far enough, right, in like a telescope, for instance, or that space time can bend. That's what is talked about in general relativity. So I agree with those things. My point is, though, I don't think that it can go infinitely far back if you're describing it as a measurement of change itself.
Well, it doesn't go infinitely far back. In this theory, which we can't observe, it's just an idea, basically. Well, not an idea. It's an explanation for how things could be based on what we observe now.
Okay, so the issue is then if you're gonna say it goes back to only to a certain point, you're gonna have to say before that point was an infinite or
There's
eternal
no-
amount of
if-
time.
If we have no time, there's no before. Before
Okay,
is a concept that exists.
So if there's
when
no
we have time.
so if there's no before, great. Then you do have to say that time goes infinitely far back, or if you want to say there's a starting point, fine. But what caused that starting point is the question.
Nobody knows. I'm just saying we're what we're observing, and there is a theory that attempts to explain what we're observing that does not rely upon a god. You said that you
But-
have logic
Yes,
to prove
yes,
that
because
we
I'm saying there.
need a god
Yes, because I'm saying
as a
that
prime
starting.
causer,
Bro, you're saying the starting point.
and
That
I'm
time
saying
has some
maybe
sort of.
there was
Oh
no
my good
prime
God, bro.
causer.
Okay,
and
then explain to
we
me what
have
could have caused
evidence.
time to emerge. Explain to me what caused time to emerge.
Well, let me tell you what we're observing. Ralph,
Bro, I know we're
and how I came
observing.
to my
Bro,
conclusion.
I just want to know what caused time to emerge according to your view, or what could have done it.
Sure. So we were in a very hyperdense state And then as we started expanding away from each other, space was created. And in that space, time was allowed to exist
Dude, how was space created?
by the matter that was in an infinitely dense state expanding away from itself.
Okay, that's gonna be expanding away from itself. That if it expands away from itself, that's presupposing time, right?
Nope.
So
'Cause it-
expanding away from itself doesn't happen in time, it happens outside of time?
Time begins to exist as soon as the space between each molecule.
Okay, so it
starts
is
to
when they
exist.
so it is when they go away from each other. Now what causes that?
I don't know. Maybe they were repelled away from each other
By
some
what?
force. By some force that we. Well, I don't know.
Then there has to, if
we
it's some,
do
if it's
observe-
repelled away by some force, and there's something outside of that thing that's causing it.
Well, hang on. So right now, what are we observing? The universe is not just expanding; it's accelerating in its expansion.
Bruh,
Right
that's
now,
fine.
we are. Well,
I don't have
hang
an
on.
issue
How do
with
we
that.
explain that? What's pulling everything in the universe outward?
Entropy, bruh.
Well, yes, we know that entropy is increasing, but entropy is not the thing that's causing that. Right now, there's a theory of dark matter, but it's weird.
Dark
Maybe
matter,
there
dude.
is
There's literally no evidence for dark matter at all. So that's
there is the evidence that we're talking about right now, where the universe is not only expanding, it's increasing its rate of expansion.
dude. Dark
every
matter
single
has
second.
no dark matter. Just say, oh, this thing is. It's why it happens. Is dark matter. There's no. We don't know what dark matter is. It's just saying someone is saying some words for a thing. Like
Well,
there's
do you
no
believe-
there's no evidence for it.
Do you believe in black holes?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't observe a black hole. Black holes do not emit light.
Well, we can
But we
observe the
can-
effect of black holes.
Yeah, we can observe the effect of dark matter.
Okay, but we know that we're describing black holes as this thing which
Well, we've never
swallows up
observed a
other
black hole.
matter.
They don't emit light. We
Yeah,
can't
it
observe a black
cannot emit light, but we can see it by the non-light within it. So we can say, okay,
Sure,
this
and you
doesn't
can-
have light, so we're seeing this thing by the absence of the light.
Exactly. Why can't we observe dark matter?
We have no evidence of observing dark matter.
Well, that's no. Why can't we observe dark matter?
Because we haven't found any evidence for it.
Why can't no? We can't. We call it dark matter because it doesn't emit light.
Dude, if it doesn't
can't
emit
observe
light, then what's the difference between that and a black hole?
We don't know right now.
So you just saying there's black holes in it for all you know.
Well, you're the one saying that you believe in black holes, but you don't believe in dark matter. And I'm like,
Because
that
I think that,
that's
dude,
inconsistent.
because you're saying that dark matter is the reason for the speeding up of the universe, but there's no definitional difference between dark matter and a black hole. But black holes aren't speeding up the universe. No evidence for that.
Look. All I am saying is that we are observing the universe rate of expansion increasing. And there is an attempt to explain that called dark matter. And we don't know
How
what
does
that
dark
is,
matter explain that?
because it attempts to explain why the universe is behaving the way
Yeah,
that we're
how
observing.
does it explain it though?
Because it is something that is a sink, not a source, that draws things in. And we don't understand how there could be like
So
a
what's the
three-dimensional
difference between
sink.
that and a black hole, dude?
Well, a black hole is very similar. It is also a sink.
What's the
It doesn't
difference?
really seem to. I don't know.
So why are you making
I
a
don't know what the
distinction between the
difference
two?
Well, because they seem very similar, and I'm confused why you choose to believe in one, but you don't seem to be able to believe
Well,
in
dude,
the other
because
one.
according to your definition, they're the same thing.
They could be.
So then why are you
There's
making
no
a
way of observing
distinction?
them. Because you're the one saying that for sure dark matter doesn't exist.
Okay, so
And I'm
okay,
like,
so
how do you
if
know?
we're saying as of right now, black holes and dark matter have no distinction, you have to explain how black holes can cause this to speed up.
I don't have to do anything. You're the one.
You're the one that
saying
made the
dark
claim.
matter. No. You made the claim that you don't think dark matter exists.
No, bro. Oh my god. Okay, you're not tracking, dude. We're saying you're not making a distinction between dark matter and black holes. So they're the same thing as of now. So black holes, according to you, right, are going to be the cause of the universe speeding up. You have to prove how it causes that.
Okay, in physics, there's a term called a source, and things emit from the source. The sun is an example of a source. In physics, there's also a thing called a sink, and the way a sink behaves is it draws things in. And a black hole is a great example of a sink because it draws things in. Things accelerate towards it. And dark matter is very similar. It also seems to behave as a sink, but we don't understand how we understand point sinks like black holes, but we don't understand like spherical sinks. So our attempt to explain a spherical sink is dark matter. And
Great.
you are saying that there's no evidence to support the
Oh
claim
my
that
gosh.
dark matter might exist.
No, I'm
And I'm
asking
like,
you
dude,
to. No, I'm asking you
we
to give
observe
your
the universe
evidence that.
expanding.
No, I'm asking you to give your evidence that black holes speed up the universe.
They don't speed up the universe. They are sinks. And I tried
That
to
you
explain to you
said
what
that
a
you
sink
said
is.
that's the reason why the universe. That is so far our evidence as to why the universe is expanding in its rate of growth
No, no, no.
and how fast it's expanding.
You're the one who said, how do we distinguish between black holes and dark matter? And I tried to explain to you, dark
my
matter
gosh.
is somehow a spherical sink. And
Bro,
a black hole seems to be a
dude,
point.
did you or did you not say that black holes or that dark matter is going to be the theory as to how the expansion is speeding up?
Yes.
Okay,
Because right
and
now
as
we
of
are
now, there's
observing.
no distinction between black holes and dark matter. So that means by absolute
Well,
identity,
hang on, there is a distinction.
what's
I
the
just
distinction
explained
between
it to
black
you.
holes and dark matter?
A black hole is a point sink, and a dark matter seems to be a three-dimensional spherical sink
Okay, prove
around
it.
us.
Prove it.
Well, we're observing. Okay, here's our evidence for that. We are observing the universe expanding from a single source, a single point in the universe by redshifts in light. And not only are we observing that, those redshifts are increasing at a rate that demonstrates to us that not only is everything expanding into seemingly nothing, it is accelerating in its expansion. You asked me at the very beginning of this, how do we explain what started this? It's like, well, maybe there's dark matter all around this infinitely dense source at the beginning of the universe. And as it pulled all the matter away from itself by some weird phenomenon, that space allowed it so that time could exist. And now there's a single starting point that does not rely upon God. And I'm confused as to, because again, this goes back to the very beginning. It seems like you're starting at a conclusion. You need a
We're
linear
literally not. I
thing
gave
of
you
logic.
premises. We're not starting at a conclusion, bro. I literally gave you premises.
Okay.
So which premise do you
give me-
disagree with? Or do we need to go over them
Okay,
again?
could you explain to me one more time why
Okay.
you think that a God is necessary?
Premise 1, something is moved
Okay.
or is in motion. Premise 2, whatever is moved by something else. Premise 3, if everything that moves is moved, then there is no first mover. Premise 4, if there is no first mover, then no secondary movers move. Premise 5, if no secondary movers move, then nothing is moved. Conclusion, there is a first mover. So which premise do you disagree with?
Okay. So I think at the very beginning of this, one of the things that I asked from that was like, oh, is this like a claim about the beginning of the universe? And you were like, yeah, sort of.
This
'cause
is a
the
claim
universe
about all of creation, not just the universe, just creation
the
in general.
universe needs a prime mover, a prime cause.
This is
right?
this is a claim about all of creation, not just the universe.
Exactly.
So what premise do you disagree with?
Well, I'm just saying we have another theory that does not rely upon a prime causer. And I don't see the problem you have with that theory, because that theory does not rely upon the starting
So you
point
don't disagree with any of the
being
premises?
a prime causer. I do.
Okay, which
Could you name
premise?
the premises again? That everything needs a cause or something?
Whatever is moved by something else?
No, I agree with that. It could be
Okay,
dark
if
matter.
everything that moves is moved, then there is no first mover?
If everything that moves is moved.
Because that would lead to an infinite chain?
Oh, I disagree with that one, because maybe dark matter just sort of exists outside
Outside of what?
of matter.
How does that relate to the premise? What? Everything that moves is moved.
Well, because
Does dark matter move?
I don't know.
Okay, so
We
then how
can't
does
observe dark
so the premise is everything that moves is moved. So how the frick does that go against the premise?
It may move because we observed black holes moving.
Bro, it's
So, I
if
don't know.
everything that moves is moved. So this is saying that something that is moved, then there is no first mover. So how does that
Sure,
negate the
sure.
premise?
I don't know if we can observe anything that's. I don't know. I wouldn't want to make any claims in there.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
don't reject that premise. Okay.
I agree with crisscross.
Okay,
Bro ain't
premise
tracking.
4.
I'm the bro at tracking. Yeah, anyway.
Great. Premise 4. If there is no first mover, then no secondary movers move. Do you agree with that one?
There's no first mover. Yes. I think.
Okay,
I agree
premise
with that.
5. If no secondary movers move, then nothing is moved.
No secondary mover. Sure.
Okay, conclude. Then
okay.
that leads to the conclusion. There's a first mover.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
So
you agree?
So do you agree then that by this explanation right now that I've presented to you, that dark matter could be, from that definition you gave, God?
No, because we're describing God as something with intentionality.
I don't think dark matter has intentionality, though.
So yeah, so then it wouldn't be God.
Oh. Wait, so
Because
what?
the first movie
Well,
here is
what?
someone with intentional states.
Why do you think that there needs to be an intentional thing?
Because if you're creating something from nothing, which is what this is describing, then by definition you would have to intentionally do that. You don't
Well,
unintentionally bring something from nothing to something.
the theory doesn't rely upon anything coming from nothing. Like and the whole point of the theory is that it may have just always existed.
My point is, if it always existed, that means it's eternal. If it's eternal, that means that this matter that always existed goes infinitely far back. So we could have never gotten to this point because it'd be on an infinite chain.
Well, I think the word eternal sort of assumes time, and that's
Bro,
a
it
big
assumes
problem.
uncreatedness.
Yes, and that's an assumption. It is possible
It's
that
not an
all
assumption. It's
matter
what you
just
just said.
always existed.
You just
It
said,
is
yeah. So I'm
possible.
saying if you make that assumption that matter has always existed, it's eternal.
No. If you make the assumption that something has to come from nothing, that's an assumption. That's not what we observe.
Yeah, I
What we're
believe that it
observing
does
right
have
now
to,
is
because
that
I'm saying if it doesn't and you hold to linear time, then by definition, once again, you're going to have to hold to the fact that this matter is eternal, which I think is
linear time
absurd.
from a starting point,
No, you're gonna have to hold to
which
the
does not rely
linear
upon
time in
any
general.
eternality, except maybe
You're
in
gonna
one
have to hold to
direction.
linear time either way.
No, you don't. Nobody has to do anything.
Okay,
You
how
don't
does
have to
okay,
hold
you're
on.
gonna have to explain that how matter goes from unchanging to changing.
Dark matter. It seems to be pulling everything at a weird pace, causing the universe to accelerate away from itself.
Okay, why wasn't it
That
pulling it before that point? What was it
it
doing
could
before
have
that
been.
point? Oh,
It was
so
in a
then it's
hyperdense
eternally
state.
changing. So then that means time is eternal.
Well, there's certainly a starting point.
Dude, you
where
gotta
change
hold to
seems
a
to
view,
occur.
bro. Either the matter is eternally changing and being pulled, or it's not. Which one is it?
I don't think eternality goes in both directions in this scenario. I think there is a starting point.
Okay, if it's a starting point, then it's not eternally being pulled, right?
It could have been. I don't know.
If it could have been, then
Again,
it goes back eternally.
look, I don't know. All I'm saying
Okay,
is
great.
that
Well,
like
go
it
go
is
figure it out. And let me know you can come back, bro. Bro, dude, please go figure out what you believe and then come back so we can talk about it. I don't know what more to talk about if you don't know what you believe, bro. Why would turn out super chat? Godspeed. Appreciate you, Wyatt. God bless you, brother. Thank you for the super chat, man. Can't follow us on logic. Yeah, I mean it's horrendous. Genuinely horrendous. Hello?
Boss,
What's going on?
not too much. I actually have a question, and I would love a straight answer, please.
Okay.
So, actually, I have two questions. Sorry. Do you believe in just one God or multiple gods?
One God.
One God. Okay. So why do you? Okay. So my question now is which God died on the cross?
It's not which God. I don't know. I say which God, that presupposes more than one God. I just said there's only one God.
Okay, yeah, because we have other Christian that believe you guys have three gods: God
No
the Father,
Christian
God the Son.
believes we have three gods.
Oh, a lot of Christians actually do
Not a
believe.
single Christian believes in three gods, dude. God, bro.
Okay, then all right, then I rest my case. Then it's okay.
Okay, bro.
It's okay. Thank you.
These people don't do basic research, bro. Y'all gonna make me lose my patience early. Hello?
Hello. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Yeah, so I disagree with the Trinity, and you said it's logical. Now, I already know it's not biblical. Of course, you might think it is. So, are we discussing it biblically or logically right now?
I mean, whatever you want.
Okay, let's go with the title logically. What is your definition for person under the one being three persons paradigm?
Underlying reality of a rational nature that signifies I.
Unreliable reality?
Underlying reality.
So hypostasis?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the definition of hypostasis? You said so basically you're saying the person is the hypostasis.
Hypostasis, yeah.
Now, is there a cited definition that you're giving, or is this a definition you're coming up with?
Yeah, there's plenty of people that define it. Underlying reality of rational nature. I think even Aquinas defines it that way.
Aquinas defines it as the individual substance of a rational nature.
Yeah, which would be the same thing as underlying. Individual and underlying can be the same thing.
Well, the individual substance of a rational nature is saying the individual hypostasis of rational nature. I agree. Now,
Yeah.
my question is, if Aquinas and Boethius defines person as the individual substance of a rational nature without changing the definition, how many substances is God?
Yeah, if you're just defining individual substance as the underlying reality, then 3, because we're making a distinction between primary and secondary substance.
So God is 3 secondary substances?
If you're defining secondary substance to mean that which underlies the primary, then yeah.
Okay, Hebrews 1 and 3. Now, can I take you to a scripture? Is that okay?
Yeah, Hebrews 1:3, that he is the image of the
It
person of the
says that
Father.
the Son is the character of the Father's hypostasis. Now, that's the Father's person, correct?
Yep.
Okay, now, if the Son is the image of the Father's actual person, how then?
Well, it's not just his person, it's his nature, because you understand hypostasis was used differently in the first few centuries, right?
Now you're changing it, actually.
No. So it's used differently in the first few centuries, hypostasis. You know that, right?
That's what it means. So, meaning under and histemi, which is a sub.
You're lagging right now.
But therefore,
You're lagging,
something by which something is upheld.
You're lagging, dude.
And so it literally means
You're lagging, bro.
Substance, even in the time for which it was written.
Are you hearing me?
Do you agree or disagree with that?
Bro, you're lagging, dude. Are you not listening to what I'm saying?
What is it?
Oh my gosh. I'll give him a sec.
Oh, you went out. My bad. My phone went out. Someone was changing my Bluetooth. Could you say what you said again? I'm sorry.
I was saying you were
I went out for the
lagging.
past 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, that's because my Bluetooth was acting up. What I said is the word hypostasis, if you look it up by the root etymology, the word hupo meaning under or something that is underneath, and then stasis is the word histemi, which means something by which something else is upheld. So understanding or substance is the direct definition of that word.
So do you reject that it was used to mean nature in the first 4 centuries?
I'm not rejecting that it was used to mean nature. I'm saying I know it was meant to mean substance or understanding.
Yeah, so it was used to mean substance. So he's the image of the nature of the Father is what it was saying, not just personhood.
So the father's so if the definition of person is the individual substance, and the hypostasis, and in Hebrews 1 and 3, it's talking about the Father's substance. Then that's talking about
2 different ways of using substance, dude. You're mixing up primary and secondary. Hebrews 1:3 is talking about primary substance.
You're forcing primary. All right, now here's the thing. And this is the thing that you try and force and infuse and earmark into the definition. Nothing in the Bible teaches this primary and secondary. This is a later insertion.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not sola scriptura.
This is a later. All right, but this is a later insertion that Trinitarians have to try and force the words to mean what they want because it naturally means something different.
How do we determine what words mean? How do we determine what words mean in the Bible?
Without adding primary and secondary just to get by on it.
How do we determine what words mean in the Bible objectively?
Objectively, you determine it by looking at its uses throughout and then finding consistency.
Yeah, if we look at the usage throughout, though, how do we know how it's objectively interpreted to be used?
Well, no, as all interpreters do, they make their best assertion looking objectively at how it's been used. This is how.
Okay, but how do we if they say though this is objectively it means this, and 2 people say it objectively means this, how do we determine who's right and who's wrong?
By its usage throughout the scriptures.
But they're both saying it's used in a different way. How do we know who's right and who's wrong?
Because if you see it used multiple times, it bears out what the actual meaning is.
But I'm saying they're both 2 people are both seeing it used multiple different ways, right? And they're coming to different conclusions on how it's being used in those different ways. How do we know who's right and who's wrong? Objectively.
So the only way to objectively know is to assess all of the instances. You can look in the Bible and out of the Bible that are written in Koine Greek to understand
What
this.
if both?
This
Oh,
is
so
what
okay, so we
lexical
can
data
go
does.
outside the Bible. Fantastic. So if I'm
No,
going
for the
outside
use
the
of the
Bible,
word,
oh great. So I'm going outside the Bible for the use of the word hypostasis to see how it could
right,
mean. Thank you.
right. Now, use of the word contemporaneous to that time, but yes,
Yeah.
not someone using the word 2,000 years later now,
Yeah, I'm
but
not
yes.
going 2,000 years later. Yeah, no,
And
we're not.
this is what lexical data does. So understanding that, you're saying, I mean, I'm saying that hypostasis literally means substance or understanding. And that is correct based off of the usage in the Bible and outside of the Bible contemporaneous to that time. Nature has not been the more consistent use of that term.
That's not true. All the fathers used it in the first few centuries to mean substance.
That's actually also not true.
Okay, so how does the council how does the council of
if you look,
Nicaea wait, how does the council of Nicaea use the word hypostasis?
all right, now if you go to the council, that's a different thing. I said, if you said all of the early fathers, I said, if you go all the way up into the predating the 4th century, no. But around that time, you can start to find different meaning. But that's hundreds of years later when people wanted to posture different theological beliefs. So
No, it's, I'm
that,
saying
of
at literally
course,
the
if
first
someone wanted to
council where
force
the
their
church
theological
fathers
belief,
are
they could.
agreeing upon it, right? Where they're talking
But
about
that's
it.
in the 4th century that you're talking about. That's
Yeah,
hundreds
that's
of years
fine.
later.
That's no issue with that because that's the first
But
time
this is also a
that's
time
the
where
first
people,
time it's actually talked about in a council.
that's the first time we have recorded it being taught about in the council. That's true. But at the same time, that's when people were posturing different theological beliefs hundreds of years later after the stories have already occurred and Jesus
Okay,
already
but hundreds of years
existed.
later after what though?
After Jesus' establishment on earth, after the actual writing of the Bible.
But the
And
Bible
so
hadn't the
understanding
Bible
that
didn't
people,
even exist in a book at that point though by the council.
but
So what does that have to do with
people read
anything?
all of the books, the different books were being circulated and people were all positing their different theological beliefs.
Yeah, so
So
but this
understanding
at this
that,
point the Bible wasn't even a thing yet at this point. That's my whole point.
what
But
I'm
so
saying,
they were still able to posit what the words
the
in the
Bible
Bible mean.
was the scriptures was a thing. You can say the Bible wasn't a thing maybe because of a canon, but the scriptures were a thing, and that's really the more
What
important
were the
aspect.
scriptures? What were the objective scriptures before?
Hebrews 1 and 3
What? I
was
said
there.
what were the objective scriptures before then? How do
The
you know what the
objective
objective
scriptures.
scriptures? Like how many books were considered objective scripture before then?
Well, a lot of people read a lot of books, but and they were canonized in different ways. You have a canon that had 76. You have a canon now that had 66.
Okay,
But
so
I don't
how before
necessarily.
that, what was the canon?
Before then it was the oral tradition and the letters. That's what people had, and they regarded those as high in value. And so what
High
I'm
in
saying,
value doesn't mean that they're divinely
they regarded it as
inspired.
scripture. They regarded it as scripture. Now
Okay,
that being
bro, a
said,
lot of them also regarded the Didache as scripture.
okay, I'm
So what does that have to
arguing
do with
for or against
anything
that.
though?
I mean, I'm not. You're the one trying to talk about the different scriptures. I'm
Because
not
my
making
point is,
arguments.
no, even if it was in 300 that they were using these words, my whole point is I can appeal to this definition because it was still before the Bible even became cemented,
But
anyways.
I'm referencing something in Hebrews 1 and 3 that we know was written way before hundreds of years, and the definition and the usage when it was written. And you're
Okay,
trying to
prove to me
change
that
that
that was
because you
the
don't like the way
definition
it's
when it
written.
was written. Prove to me that. Show me a first century
So
definition of how you're using it.
lexical data shows that is the usage throughout the time. That is the
Okay,
best
give me
reference we have.
give me
Lexical
the
data.
first century data that shows that.
I just broke it down for you.
No, I want you to because I'm
If you
actually
look,
giving you
if you
data. I
look in
can
the
show
Strong's,
you
okay.
councils that use it that way.
I'm referencing the Strong's Concordance
This when does the how
and
long
the
after
Greek
does a strong concordance
and the
come,
Greek
dude?
lexicon. Listen, but these are studies of the
Oh my
usage
gosh.
at a particular time.
Okay, can you show
That's
me
what it's
where?
based
Okay,
off
can
of.
you show me where the lexicons say in the first century it was used this way?
Yes.
Okay, show
When
me.
you read the lexicon, it says this is what the words mean by the author.
Okay, show me the lexicon. Which lexicon are we referring to? And we'll go to it together.
You can go to
That it
one of
means,
two
and you said it means
lexicons.
substance and
You
what
can go to
else?
Thayer's or VDAC lexicon.
Okay,
It
and you
means
may
substance or understanding. Bro.
substance or understanding. Okay, there's
Yes.
Greek lexicon. All right, let's go to it.
Now, can you put? I don't know if you can put it on the screen.
Yeah, I
can't look
will.
while I'm up.
Yeah, we'll go to it. All right, there's Greek lexicon. I'll make it smaller here in a sec. We're gonna go to Hebrews 1:3. I don't really use the other version. Let's see where we get to the Greek at on this one. I mean, oh, Strong's. There we go. Okay. All right.
Right there it says person.
All right.
Substance.
Is this what you're referring to?
Yes, it says substance. Can you slide over a little bit? It says substance, substructure, things put under foundation.
Where are you getting
Substance.
understanding?
Huh?
Where are you getting understanding?
Under and stance is what I'm saying. That's all I was saying, bro.
Understanding means under and stance? What?
Under and stance is the underlying reality, which is how
You said, did you not
understand.
say understanding?
I said substance or understand. Understanding. Both of those are there. Under and stance, bro.
Okay, under and stance. What is under and stance? I don't. What does that
If you see
mean?
the word hupo used, for instance, you can see in James where it says, count it all joy when you fall into various temptations. And it says, for remaining under those things, it tries us. That
Wait,
word
what does
is
it mean to
hupo.
be under in
The word
something? Though?
hupo literally means under as a prefix whenever it's used in the Koine Greek. So we got under.
I'm trying to figure out what does it mean to be under something though.
What does it mean to be under?
Yes.
Under can be referenced in a number of ways, bro. Like when it was talking about it in that instance in James 1, it's talking about it as remaining under, being perfected by being under
and
the act.
How in Hebrews 1:3 is it used to mean under?
Hupo is not just the word hupo, it's hupostasis. And so understanding that it's hupo,
It's
and
under
then
what?
the secondary word histemi, which means standing. That's all I'm saying. Like,
what does it mean to be understanding, dude?
You just looked it up and it showed exactly what I'm saying.
What does it mean to be understanding? What does that mean?
And the understanding of him, his substance, the underlying reality, his person.
Okay, let's read how you're saying it. Okay, who being the brightness and glory and the expressed image of his understanding?
No, bro. Of his I didn't say just understanding. I said understanding or substance or underlying reality.
Which one?
So all of those are rooted in the same word. And so when you look at that, it's substance. I already said.
How do you know it's not understanding?
Oh my goodness. See, I think right now you're intentionally.
We're not. How do you know it's substance and not understanding?
What we know it is it doesn't say nature there. That's what we know. So let's not play games.
I can show you lexicons that do say nature.
So
what?
You can show me somewhere later with Trinitarian.
No, I can show. I just said I can show you lexicons.
Nature has nothing to do with the root etymology of that word, nor the consistent function of that word.
So substance, I can show you lexicons that do say that.
Is substance correct or not?
What?
Is substance the correct translation?
Substance, dude. Substance and nature are the same thing.
Is substance a correct translation?
Yes, because substance and nature is the same thing.
That's what you're trying to say. I understand what you want to say. So if substance is the correct translation and the definition of person is defined as the individual substance of a rational nature, it would then be correct to say that the Son is the image of the Father's person on earth, correct?
No, because we're talking about substance, dude.
See,
substance means nature. Substance doesn't mean personhood.
This is where you say the Trinity is logical, and the only way to argue for it is for you to change and do word switch.
How are we changing it? We're literally saying it means substance. Does substance mean nature? Yes or no?
No. What you're doing is word swapping. I just told you substance does not mean nature.
What does substance mean then?
A substance can have a nature, but nature is not substance, and substance is not nature.
Okay, what does substance mean?
Not the same thing.
Okay, then what does substance mean?
Oh my, substance. Come on, man. It's like you're playing game. If you agree,
come on, what does substance mean?
If you agree that substance is a correct definition, why can't we walk with
because
that?
we disagree on what substance means. So what does substance mean?
So when Aquinas and Boethius say the individual substance,
dude, what does substance mean?
So can you please just let me get to this point,
dude? I want you to tell. You told me you disagree with my point on what substance is. I want you to tell me what does substance mean.
Substance is the underlying reality of someone or something's existence, bro.
Show me that, please. Show me where you're getting that definition. Show me. I'd love to see this.
I can't pull it up right now.
I know you can't because it doesn't exist.
I can't pull things up on the phone.
Okay, where do you? I'll pull it up for you. I'll pull it up for you. Where do you want me to go?
All you gotta do is look up the definition of substance, bro.
Substance
I
definition.
have no. You can look up a dictionary definition.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay. I'll put it on the screen. You tell me where you want me to go. Hold on. I'll tell you. You can tell me where you. There. Where you want me to go?
You can go. You can go to the first one. You can go to.
Okay. Where does that say? Where the first one? Where does it say what you said?
I'm giving it from a theological perspective, bro.
Okay.
But you
Okay.
can-
Where
I
do you want
said-
me to
but I
go to
said
that has
you-
your definition?
I'll use whatever dictionary definition is there because it doesn't even need to be a theological definition.
Okay.
Just go
You
to
want it to be this one?
right
Okay. A
there.
particular kind of matter with uniform properties.
Yes.
That's how you're defining substance now.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
So
Because
the Father has matter.
it's an invisible substance. I'm not saying.
Wait. So no. This
Go to
definition
the-
says it's matter.
This is why I said I'm using a theological definition.
Okay.
That's
Where are you getting the
literally why
theological
I said
definition
that.
from?
Now you want to make it seem like substance is no longer underlying.
Dude,
reality.
where are you getting the
When any
theological
Trinitarian
definition
would agree
from?
with that. Can you go to Merriam-Webster? I'm telling you a theological
Merriam-Webster.
definition. Go to Merriam-Webster, see if that gives a theological. It says, go ahead, ultimate reality. You see that part 2 right there?
This right here?
Ultimate reality.
Where
that
does it say what you
underlying-
said? That still doesn't say what you said.
Ultimate reality versus the underlying reality. Are you playing games now?
Oh my gosh. And
So
is
because
an
I'm not giving
underlying
an
reality the
example-
ultimate reality?
Okay, let's go with the ultimate reality since you want an exact quote, bro.
But so is an ultimate reality the underlying reality?
Yes. The ultimate existence of something is the ultimate reality.
So is the ultimate existence the person or the nature?
The person.
So the nature isn't an ultimate reality?
Oh my goodness, the nature is the type, the substance is the thing itself. I don't need to argue this with you.
I'm
The
saying
fact
you.
of the
So I
matter
just want to make it clear. You
you're
don't
running.
think.
Now,
I just
don't
no. I
know
just want to
why
make it
you're
clear.
running from
You
this
don't.
simple
I
point.
just want to make it clear. You don't think the essence is the ultimate reality.
What? I didn't say I don't think the essence is the ultimate.
Okay. Do you think the? Okay. I won't strawman you. Do
You're
you think the
switching
essence
words.
is the
Why do
ultimate?
you-
Okay.
why
I
do you
won't.
see
I
the
won't
need to
strawman you. I won't
switch
strawman you.
words?
Do you think the essence is the ultimate reality?
The essence of something is its ultimate reality? But what you
You just said the
switched
person
was
is the ultimate
essence-
reality.
No. What you just switched is essence and nature. Did you notice that?
That's the same thing.
No. See, listen.
What?
If it's the same thing, then stop switching.
What's
How
the
about
difference between essence and
that?
nature?
No. Because when you keep word switching, you're exposing yourself.
They mean the same thing.
No. Then stay with the same one. Stay with the first one if they mean.
Okay. Essence is essence the ultimate reality.
Go back to what you were saying before.
Yeah. Is essence the ultimate reality? That's what I was saying before.
My essence is my ultimate reality.
Okay.
But
So then
the
it's not your
essence is
personhood.
not- there's no the essence for everyone.
So then why did you
My
say?
essence is different from someone else's.
Okay. So
My
then why?
substance is different from someone
Wait.
else's.
So are you a nominalist?
My nature can be the same.
Wait.
as someone
So are you a
else's. See
nominalist
that?
then?
No, I'm telling you right now. My essence is the instantiation of a particular substance. The nature. You and I don't have the same substance. You and I do have the same nature. Do you understand that?
Do we have the same universal?
We do not have the same substance, but we.
I'm
have the
asking,
same
do we
nature.
have the same universal?
Universal what? You said the same universe. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what universals in
But
particular
notice how
are?
you're not acknowledging what I'm saying to be true.
Yeah,
you and I-
because I
my
don't believe it's
substance-
true.
My substance is not the same substance as your substance. Is that correct?
No, not in universal, only in particular.
Substance is a reference to the particular, and this is what you're avoiding.
No, so it's not. So the substance isn't a reference
If
to the
Bible
universal.
says, if the Bible is talking about
Wait.
his substance, Hebrews 1:3 says his substance.
If the
If I were to
substance,
say to you, my substance, you to say Professor Max
oh my gosh,
substance, is Professor Max substance the same substance as Nick's substance?
not
Yes or
in
no?
particular, but in universal.
Okay, and
So
what I'm
if
telling
you
you
don't,
is-
but so if you
You're not letting
believe
me
the
make a
sub,
point.
so if
The
you
moment
just made a point and ask a question and I
moment you
answered,
reference
dude.
it to a person, it is the particular. That's the point.
Okay, so then if
The
you
moment
said
I
the
say his substance
oh my
is
gosh,
particular.
bro. So if our nature is not what points to the universal, what does?
I didn't say nature doesn't point. to
My
nature.
bad.
I said-
Essence. I'll
I
say the
said we
same
have
thing we've
the
been
same
saying.
nature.
You said our essence doesn't point to the universal. So what does?
Nature, essence, and substance. If I say his substance,
You're the one that told me to stop
particularizing it-
switching between essence and nature, and I did. Now you said
Okay,
nature.
you just switch words again. Okay.
No,
so
I
listen.
didn't. I literally said,
The
let me make sure I'm
universe-
not
the-
switching
the-
words. I'll say
okay,
essence
all right,
again.
let's back up. Let's get
What?
it clean, okay? Let's get it clean for the record. Okay. The thing that speaks to the universal is nature. The thing that speaks to the particular is the substance. and they're not the same
Okay,
thing.
what's the difference
If I
between a
would say,
nature and a substance?
I'm gonna tell you, if I were to say his nature, if I would say Nick's nature is the same as Professor's nature, that would be the same thing. But I can, and that would be correct. I cannot say Nick's substance is the same as Professor Mac's substance.
Okay, so definitionally, what's the difference between nature and substance?
One is the actual particular of that person's underlying reality or ultimate reality, the hypostasis, and the other speaks to the type.
Which one's the hypostasis? The nature?
You're conflating type and instance, bro.
Okay, which one's the hypostasis? Nature or substance?
What?
Which one are you referring to the hypostasis? Nature or substance?
I've already answered that from the beginning. Clearly, substance.
Okay, so if substance refers to the hypostasis, then you're going to have to say that that thing itself is not the ultimate reality, because you already said the essence is the ultimate reality.
No, I didn't say that. The ultimate reality is the ultimate reality of me. The ultimate reality of him is his substance.
Did you or did you not say the essence is the ultimate reality?
Ultimate reality of him is his substance, and his substance can be the same.
No, I'm saying, did you or did you not say the essence is the ultimate reality?
Bro, I'm equating essence to substance, not nature.
Oh my God.
I know Trinitarians.
Essence doesn't mean nature now?
When they want. I already said it doesn't.
Oh my goodness. So you think essence means person?
But you squeezing in.
Oh my, where did you get these metaphysics from?
You squeezing in essence is even further confusing this unnecessarily.
I've been using essence this whole time.
Right now, the primary dispute is between substance and nature. And I'm telling you as a fact that his substance refers to his particular substance, which is unique only to him, and his nature is something that can be shared with anyone else who has the same nature. That's what the two words.
So are we going to use nature or essence now? Because you told me to stop switching, now you switching.
I just proved to you why they cannot mean the same thing.
Bro, are we going to use nature or essence now? Because you told me to stick with one, now you switching.
I just said what we're focused on is the distinction between substance and nature. And I just proved to you why they're not.
So we're going to use nature, not essence now, correct?
Bro, you the one who brought essence up and I responded to it, but right now
because you told me to stop switching, so I said, right, okay, we're just gonna use essence.
But right now we're talking about specifically substance and nature as the two things we're arguing about the translation of Hebrews 1 and 3. Okay. And what I'm telling you is that when you say his substance, that's particular to what makes him, which cannot be something that someone else's. That's why it says his substance. But if you talk about his nature, anyone else that has the same nature, it can be shared.
Okay, so again,
particular to the person, nature is particular to the type.
Okay, so again, if you're referring that substance is the person, I'll just go with that for the sake of argument, since you don't really have a definition.
I just gave, bro. We read the definition.
No, we did. It said ultimate reality. It didn't say person anywhere. It didn't say person anywhere. That's fine.
We just read.
It didn't say person anywhere.
The translation said person.
Oh, good God. Okay, that's because it was, do you want me to actually give you people who no, since you want to talk about it, do you want me to give you people that show that it was used differently in the first 3 centuries? Okay, great, you don't want to. Fantastic. So how does one
argue things unnecessarily?
Great. So how does the substance
it doesn't mean, let me say it very clear. The word substance does not translate to mean person. That's not my argument. My argument is Hebrews 1 and 3, it says his substance, and the definition of person that we agree on is the individual substance of a rational nature. So therefore, if that's our definition for person, that's how we apply person.
Okay, so how does that debunk the Trinity? If we're talking about secondary substance, you still haven't given it to me.
Okay, now that we can agree on substance for that text, if person is the individual substance of a rational nature, and that's the substance being talked about right there in Hebrews 1 and 3, then it lets you know that the Son is the image of the Father's person. Right there, which is not something devoid of his person.
No, I reject. Oh my gosh, dude. No, I'm rejecting that, dude. I'm rejecting that it's talking about secondary substance there. I'm rejecting that.
Let me further prove it in scripture. This is why Jesus says, when you see me, you see the Father. When you see me, you see the Father's person. That's what he's saying, bro.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
When you see me, you see the Father. Ain't the Father a person?
He's also in essence.
What? All right, here you go with those words again. Every time you losing.
What? You said, is he also a person? I said, yes, he's also an essence. So how do you know if he's talking about the essence of the personhood?
So when he says, when you see me, you see the Father, that's a reference to the Father's person, bro.
How do you know it's a reference to person and not essence?
All right. Here's another.
No. How do you know that's a reference to person and not essence?
because the Bible does not say when you see me, you see the Father's essence.
It don't say when you see me, you see the Father's person either.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh my gosh.
Let me. Oh no, I'm about to break it down for you. Because you believe the Father's essence is also the essence of the person of the Holy Spirit, which is also the essence of the person of the Son.
Which is why when you see him, you see the Father.
Let me make the point. Which would defeat the whole purpose of particularizing the Father in his statement.
No, it wouldn't. The whole point of that is because of the fact they have the same nature.
All right, here it is. All right, I'm gonna give you another proof standard. I think that's already proven, but I don't want to beat on it.
Sure, go ahead.
Here's another one, Nick. You might enjoy this one. This is a hard question for you. Get ready. All right, you ready? This is a tough one. In Luke 8:26, I believe, through 31 somewhere, the demon-possessed man falls to his knees when Jesus approaches, and he says, "What do you have to do with me, Jesus Christ, Son of the Most High God?" Do you agree that Jesus Christ is identifiably the Son of the Most High God?
Yes.
Okay. Is Jesus Christ that same Most High God that he's the Son of? Yes or no?
Yes.
So, in fact, then, Jesus Christ is both the Most High God and the Most High God's Son at the same time, correct?
Yes, because God's not a rigid designator, yes.
All right, so you all right, so you just
There's no way you thought that was going to be a hard question to answer.
You just agreed that Jesus Christ is the same God that he's the Son of?
Yes.
All right. Now, is Jesus Christ his own Father then?
No, because God is not a rigid designator. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh my God. You thought that was going to be hard to answer? That was your whole question?
To it, bro.
God is not a rigid designator, dude.
All right, here's another one.
Let's go on to the next one. Wow, that was so hard. Oh my God.
You're about to admit that Jesus Christ.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna prove it to you right here.
Okay, well, this one's actually gonna be hard, guys. Watch out.
Right. Revelations 22:16. Jesus says, "I am the root and the offspring of David." Do you agree that that statement is true?
Yes.
Okay. If Jesus Christ is the root of David, does that require that he's the creator and the father of David? Yes or no?
It requires that he's the creator of David.
And isn't the creator Malachi 2:10? Have we not one creator? Have not one God created us? Have we not one Father?
Yes, we have one creator. Yes. Yeah, we believe the Father, Son, Holy Spirit are one creator.
The way that God becomes our Father is by being our creator, correct?
No. Where did you get that from?
God our Father, if not by being our creator?
Because he's eternally the Father of the Son.
What? Okay. When the Bible says in Luke that Adam is the son of God, is that because God created Adam?
Yes.
Thank you.
So that's not what makes Adam, him a father, dude. He's a father eternally.
Father. No. I didn't say a father. The father to Adam, the father to David.
Yeah. Okay, now watch this. You just buried yourself. Okay, does God go from not being a father to being a father?
Yes.
So God changes?
No.
Is going from not being something to being something a change?
Not to you, to your relationship with someone else.
Is that not, if he goes from not being a father, is God a father intrinsically?
No.
So he's not a father intrinsically?
There was a time where nothing existed but him.
So he's not a father intrinsically.
Which is why it said, I'm going to prove it to you in the Bible. In Hebrews 1:5, the same Hebrews, it says, I will be to him a father, and he will be to me a son. That shows you right there that God can become a father. It's literally written.
Become something is a change. If you become something, it's a change, right?
So he lied.
No, I'm asking, if you become something, it's a change.
He literally said it in the Bible.
I can explain that. I'm asking you, if you become something, is that a change?
You're going to disagree with the Bible.
If you become something, is that a change?
No, not to you.
What do you mean, not to me? If God be, bro,
he didn't become a father to himself. He became a father to us.
Okay, if you become okay, well, define change. I guess we clearly have, this is ridiculous. Okay. Define change.
Change, well, it depends on what's changing. For God to change, that would require that what God is changed.
And he went from being, okay, so what God was not a father. Now what God is a father, right?
That's a title.
So wait, what God is not a father right now?
Does not mean you change.
Okay, so what God is not a father?
So God isn't intrinsically a father.
Okay, right now is what God is a father.
A relational term, bro.
Okay, right now is what God is a father.
God is a father, relational.
Is that what he is? Is a father?
Relationally, yes. That's what made father.
Okay, so that's what he is. Okay, that's what he is right now.
Do you agree
So,
that father is a relational
oh
term?
my gosh, yes, dude. I'm
Okay,
asking
so
you if that's what he is right now. Has he
I said
always?
yes like 5 times.
Okay,
And I
so
already said
great.
no,
I
he wasn't
know,
always
I
a
know.
father.
I'm saying if that's what he is right now, was he always that way?
He was not always a father.
Okay, so he went from his whatness not being a father to
Which
being a
Tertullian
father.
also says, by the way.
So okay, so he went from his whatness not being a father to being a father.
Relationally, yes. because
Okay,
it's a
so if your
relational term.
whatness changes, that's a change.
No, it's not him changing. It's a relationship.
You just said it was his whatness that changed.
Bro, what? I didn't. maybe I missed that part of the question.
You
His
literally,
witness?
bro, you
I
literally
don't
said
know
I
what you
answered
mean
this
by his-
5 times.
Hold on. All right, but back up. Saying his whatness,
Oh
that's
my-
not even like concrete enough to really like reference.
You're
to
the one that
anything.
said I answered it 5 times.
All right, no, I didn't hear you say the witness part. Maybe I missed
What?
it. but
I
it's
said
fine.
it 5 times, and you. I said it 5.
I said maybe I missed the witness part.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah,
I don't understand, like-
You missed the whatness part, but I asked you 5 times. Dude, get out of here. You don't know what the frick you're talking about. Oh my gosh. These people don't know what they're talking about, dude. You will ask somebody a question 5 times. He will respond and say, I answered that 5 times, and still not know what he answered. Like, this is literally the people that we deal with. We deal with people who you can ask something to 5 times, they can answer 5 times and still not know what they answered. Like, these people don't listen. Hold on, real fast. I gotta run and get a new battery for my mouse. Hold on. Oh, okay, I'm back. Lord have mercy, God. This is absurd. Guest requests are open if y'all disagree. I'll let up guess in like 5 seconds. Let me just change my battery out of this. Bro, this is so crazy. How do you join a debate? I'm just taking guests up on TikTok right now. So you want to join on TikTok? Yeah. Lord have mercy. Mike with a $5 super chat. Sounds like a lot of hoopla equals stasis. God bless you, Nick. Yeah, I don't know. Hoopla is crazy. Hypostasis is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's a crazy way to say hypostasis. Yeah.
God.
Hello? Hello?
Is a mighty God because
You hear me? I
first
don't
of all,
know.
God
I
is
feel like
overused.
Bro, you gotta
so
turn off the
much.
background.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Actually, I'm a Christian, so I just want to ask, without the revelation of the Bible, because I know the Trinity is in the Bible, how can we explain triumph God without the Bible?
I don't think you would, unless you're using the church fathers. I don't think you would. You'd use the Bible and the church fathers. It is divine revelation.
Okay. All right, I guess. Thank you, bro.
All right, yeah. Ted eats with the Fearless Troop, get the membership. Appreciate you, Ted. God bless you, Ted. The real Dio is the one who got it. He's the one who got the thing, man. All right, let's see. Guys, please only request if y'all disagree. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I wanted to ask. So, I asked this once before. I still don't really get it. So, if the Trinity is logical, then why can't there be an analogy for it?
No one's saying there can't. We just typically stray away from them because most of them fail.
Okay, so then make an analogy for it.
I just said we don't because most of them typically fail. We don't deny that it's possible. Did you not just listen to what I just said?
Then just do it.
Just because something's logical doesn't mean you can do it. What?
Well, no, it's because I keep hearing about this Trinity. Like, it's mainly a mystery, and in order to know it's 100% logical, we need to be able to fully understand it.
So for something to be logical, you need to be able to fully understand it?
Well, to deduce.
Wait,
that
do you
it's
believe
fully
God is
logical-
do you believe God is logical?
Yeah, but again,
Can you fully understand God?
Well, I mean, that depends what you mean by understand. I'm talking about being able to make an analogy.
Can you fully understand God?
Well, that depends. Like, comprehend God, like, power? No. I can't
So
do
then,
that.
so you just refuted yourself. You said you need to be able to fully understand something for it to
Yeah,
be
I'm
logical.
talking about understand as in like it not being a mystery to where any analogy you make, there's a risk of it being a heresy. So that's why I'm.
Okay, give me an analogy for how God can be all powerful and omniscient.
I mean, I guess. Oh, you're talking about analogy?
That's what you're saying.
Well, I'm talking about to understand the Trinity, and that's like the personhood relation.
Okay,
right?
can you?
So
Yeah, but you said I agree. I don't think you have to be able to give an analogy for something to be logical, but you think it does. So you believe God is all powerful and omniscient, I presume. So if you do, can you give me an analogy for that? If you believe it's logical?
I mean, analogy like what? Like some of those things that people try to do for the Trinity? Like
An analogy, the same way you've been using analogy this whole time.
Okay. I mean, oh wait, is this the triune God or any God?
Okay, bro, you're actually slow. Get off the stage. Good Lord, have mercy, bro. This is literally crazy. This is literally crazy. Oh my, I'm losing my freaking patience today, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Quickly type analogy for God, not for real. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hey, man. Back in July, I came on here and I'll let you know that my wife got received in the Orthodox Church. And I just want to say, by the grace of God, we got married in the church back in August. And last month, I got promoted to reader. I just want to know, I wanted to let you know to keep fighting the good fight. We love listening to you on our way to church. And what you do is appreciated by Christians everywhere, brother.
Sweet. I'm glad to
We're
hear
going to keep
that.
you in
Man.
our prayers. Keep it up, man.
All right, man. May God bless your marriage. Thank you for coming up.
All right. God bless you. Have a good.
It's so crazy for me to think sometimes like people will like listen to me on their way to church. Like that's crazy to even think. Like couples will like listen. That's so cool to see. I don't even know. That's kind of cool. It's cool. It's cool to see. Listen to you on my way to work. That's cool. That's a W. I like that people do that. It's still crazy to me. Cause I'm like just some random guy, bro. That's the crazy. I'm just some random guy. I'm just some random guy. I'm in bed. It's 11 p.m. in the UK. Yeah. I feel like I already let this person up, so I don't know about that one. Trying to act humble. If I'm not humble, God will strike me down. So you dang right, I'm gonna act humble. What the frick? Yeah, try to go and act not humble and see how God strikes you down and He humbles you real fast. Yeah, well, watch that, buddy. Oh, it's crazy. Listen to you in Logic while on college campus. W. I joined your Patreon. W. That's what's up. W. Quick plug. Patreon link in bio if y'all want to join the Patreon. I don't know if it's in my TikTok bio, but it's on my YouTube bio for sure. I don't think it's in my I think I changed my TikTok bio to my YouTube, so. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
Hi. Could you tell me why you believe in monarchical Trinitarianism instead of the Latin model?
Well, I don't think the Latin model necessarily isn't monarchical Trinitarianism. Depends on the Latins you're speaking of, but
like filioque.
They believe in monarchical Trinitarianism too.
Filioque is not a heresy to you?
It is, but I'm saying the filioque, you can still believe in monarchical Trinitarianism. The Catholics still believe in monarchical Trinitarianism, dude.
Really?
Yeah, the monarchical Trinitarianism is just saying that the monarchy is the father. He's the fountainhead. Okay, he left. Oh, good Lord. People just confused on what monarchical Trinitarianism is or what? That's probably because they learned what monarchical Trinitarianism is from Libiano. That's probably why, huh? Because when I debated the Orthodox Muslim, he said that the Thomists don't believe in monarchical Trinitarianism, We might have to debate later. All right, I'm down. We can talk about it, bro. I'll bring you some crazy quotes from the early fathers. Dang, I didn't even do that. My bottle on my desk. Have you talked to Servant of the Merciful on here? Unfortunately. Are only people from TikTok able to debate? Just for right now, yeah. Just because I don't feel like putting a link on YouTube. What the hiccups? We all quote mining fathers? Heck, no, I don't know who we all is. I'm not. Hello?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yo, Nick, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just want to say I love you, bro. God bless you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. St. John of Damascus taught the Filioque. Wallahi, you're going to hell for saying Wallahi on that one, buddy. Hello?
How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
It's alright. Out of curious, you put that Islam is red flag means wrong. Why you don't put like Judaism also red flag, which they believe that your God
Because there's
is
not that many
actually
Jews on TikTok, bro.
with the B word. Doesn't matter, isn't it?
Matters to me.
You scared them? Are you scared of them?
How am I going to be scared of them if they barely even on TikTok? What are you talking about?
I don't know. You don't know? You don't know if they're on TikTok or
I
not?
do know if they on TikTok. I've been on TikTok for like 4 years now. I know.
Yeah, but if you don't put on it, you don't understand. Maybe they don't.
Okay, bro. Oh my God, you crying about the Jews, bro? Go defend your own religion. If any Jewish people want to come up here and defend Judaism, you can. Just to be clear, like nobody's ducking Jews. You gonna watch Talon versus Bryce tonight? Yeah, Bryce is gonna fry.
Yo.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I'm a Jew. I'm just saying, if oh wait, I forgot what I wanted to say. Sorry that. Wait, what do you believe? Like what?
Christianity.
Like, what? You're Christian?
Yes.
Oh wait, you like
All right,
defend?
nah, he gotta be trolling, bro. I'm kicking him off. Grazik with $20 super chat. What's up, y'all? God bless, fam. God bless, brother Grazik. Good to see you in here, man. W Grazik for that super chat, bro. Yeah, I don't think he was a Jew. So you should debate Core one day. You need a humbler. Core has always been cool to me. And the very minimal interactions we've had, which haven't been like barely any, but in like the one or two I've seen where I've like seen her in the comments, she's been cool. So hello. Hello. Okay, good talk. She acting mad tough. I mean, listen, she can come up in the request anytime she wants. Nah, I'm not like you, Jordan. I don't go for Muslim females like you. He love. One thing Jordan love, playing Captain Save a female from another religion. Oh, good Lord. Hello?
Alright. My bad. My English is not that good, so I thought you meant like you.
Okay, yeah, no, it's the same troll. Yeah, same guys earlier. He's not a Jew. Jordan need him a good Orthodox woman to come in his life, so he don't gotta go save the whole world. What if we can actually convert them though? You don't convert anybody. God converts. You worry about God converting people. You worry about God, buddy. Carnal agents, bro. Okay, she's atheist. It's fine. I can save her. Oh, no, that's funny, bro. Nah, Jordan, I could have said something diabolical I just thought about right now. I ain't even gonna say it, but if you know what I'm talking about, all I'm gonna say is Nah, I can't even. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it, bro. Does hating on other religions make your religion any better? Nah, but it makes your religion worse. And I thrive off negativity. So how can we say the Son is outside in the essence when the essence is grounded in the Father? I don't know what you mean by essence grounded in the Father. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What's square root of 100? Probably like 3.5. Maybe like 650. Probably like 2,000. Something like that. Y'all ain't know the square root of 100 was? Come on, guys. What's 3.5 times 3.5, bro? It's 100. Lock in, twin. Y'all don't be doing y'all ain't studying your math class, man. No way y'all actually commenting 10, bro. Come on. It's obviously not 10, bro. 10 times 10 is not 100. What are y'all talking about, guys? Not the square root of 100. How tall are you, Nick? I'm like 4'8", 4'7", 4'8", 4'7". Like that. Did you see the debate? What debate? What debate? There's no way people actually think I'm being serious, bro. Yeah, guys, I'm really 4'8". You caught me. Left center my once is crazy. Oh, heck nah. About 4'8" with shoes on, real. W. I knew the chair looked a little low. You mean a little high? If I was short, the chair would have to be a little high. Because I gotta like make myself look taller. I'm 4'8", but what I mean by 4'8", I'm 4'8" in a sense, all right? Like some people would say Jesus is Yahweh in a sense. I'm 4'8" in a sense. But that in a sense means I'm actually like 6 foot. So maybe 6'5", maybe 6'8". Who knows? Maybe 5'1". You know what I mean? Hello?
How you doing, Nick?
Hell nah, get y'all camera off. Yeah, as soon as I see someone's camera on when they join, point at a blank wall, you're gone. You're gone, buddy. You're gone.
Hey, howdy.
Ain't getting my life
Man.
cooked. Hello?
Hey, howdy, man.
What's up?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What's your thoughts on the Jews, the faggots, and the niggers, and the dirty Christian Jews?
I'm
What's your
sending this
thoughts
to
on
your
them?
work, by the way. You don't got a job anymore. You can go off the screen, but I got your IP already. Do you want to say you're sorry before I send this to your job? I'm going to send this to your mother, too. Because I'm going to find her Facebook. Hey, why'd you go off the screen? You know you still here, right? Come on, come back. Where'd you go, Rio? Rio, where'd you go, man? Come on, man. Rio, where'd you go? He turned his phone off. Yeah, that's going to Rio. Unless you come back and apologize, Rio, that's getting sent to your job, buddy. It's getting sent to your mother as well. I'm sending that to your whole family. Say I'm bluffing.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
What's up? You hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
So I don't quite understand the Orthodox concept of the Trinity. I'm not really an expert in any of this stuff, but what I don't get is how you can get the Spirit and the Son um, proceeding from the same singular, simple essence of the Father, and how you can get two different differing hypostases.
Because the way they come forth is different, which differentiates them.
But what is that grounded in?
It's grounded in the actual essence itself. But that's why they come forth from the essence.
Yeah, but there's one essence, and there's two different processions that come from one
Yeah, because
essence.
there's distinctions within the essence, right? So the difference is going to be within what comes forth from them.
So, do the Orthodox not believe in divine simplicity?
We do believe in divine simplicity. Divine simplicity just states that God is not composite.
So how can you get that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you getting two different processions from something that has no composition?
Because there can be distinctions that don't entail composition. So there can be distinctions within God, right? But those don't actually entail parts or composition itself. So having two different procession and begetting doesn't mean God's in parts.
So that's like a virtual distinction you're talking about?
No, it's a real distinction.
But you're saying a real distinction
entails parts.
But you're saying a real distinction does not entail composition.
Correct.
I don't really get that. Can you explain that? How can you have a real distinction?
You don't think the Father and the Son are really distinct?
Yes, but that's a relational distinction.
But is it real?
It is.
Okay, does that mean it's parts?
No.
Okay, so real distinction doesn't necessarily equal parts.
So you're saying, but it doesn't come from a relation? It's a relation of opposition,
it comes
right?
from the relation to their Father, yeah. They have different relations to the Father.
Within the essence?
Well, the relation's grounded in the essence.
Yeah, so how can you have a real distinction in the essence that's not a relational distinction?
It still is. Dude, I said it's a relational distinction. Nobody's negating it's not a relational distinction.
Yeah, but there has to be some. I feel like you're implying that there's a real distinction within the essence prior to the two distinct processions.
There's no such thing as prior to that, so no. I'm not saying
Okay, well, I guess not in terms of time. Maybe ontologically prior?
Still no.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't think there's any prior ontologically or temporally in the procession and begetting.
Really? I thought the Son and the Spirit were ontologically like after.
Heck no.
Right?
Heck no.
So is it all like an instantaneous?
Yes, it's eternal. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I still don't get what you mean by how can there be a real distinction in the one single simple essence that produces two different processions? Because I've been researching it, and to me, the filioque makes more sense because you have two differing relations of opposition. You have the Son proceeding from the Father. You have one begetting one, and then you have the Spirit proceeding from the Father and the Son. And so there's distinction there without any necessity for anything different being in the essence. But I just don't get how you can get that from proceeding from one single hypostasis.
Because they're going to entail at the relation in which they come forth themselves are going to be different, right? We're not saying the hypostasis itself is the difference.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. How do you get different relations? They're both relating to the same thing. And there's one single...
They're not both relaying the same thing, though, because they're different. The Son and Spirit are different.
So does the Father not involved at all in the relations that apply to him?
No, of course he's involved. It's from his essence that they're begotten or spirated. But I'm saying that himself, he is not what's distinct in terms of the between begetting and spirating, right? It's those two relations that are grounded within the essence that are distinct.
How do you believe in the filioque when you're asking how relations can be like a real distinction?
Well, I don't know. The filioque makes more sense to me because it's like one begetting one, and then you have two begetting one as one. So there's a real distinction there, and I understand how relational differences don't entail composition.
I'm
But
gonna get my
I
book
really
real
just don't
fast.
get how you can get
I'll
What
show
does
you
the
some
different
quotes real quick.
filioque
I'll
have to
teach
do
you
with
some
it being?
quotes.
from the same thing
How does
and
either way you're
not
gonna
imply
have
some kind of composition? Like,
that?
where does it?
That's a contradiction. Like either way, you're gonna have the Father producing two persons, whether you believe in a filioque or not.
Yeah, but how can there be two differing processions from the same one essence?
Because one is going to be according to the will and the other one's going to be according to intellect.
So the will, are they actually distinct? Wouldn't that imply composition?
No, a relation doesn't tell you anything about the substance of something. A relation is just between two subjects. So a relation doesn't change the nature of anything.
Yeah, also you have to understand we believe that the Spirit aspirated through the Son as well, right? That's what Palamas says.
Yeah, isn't that eternal manifestation? I really don't understand that much either.
Yeah, it's energetic.
But, or yeah, energetic manifestation. But
Yeah, I can
so our
show you,
will,
for
so you said
instance, I can
it's,
show you real fast too. Basil, Saint Basil, he literally says all things common to the Father and to the Son are also common to the Spirit. So whatever is common to the Father, and so that means if the Father has causation, that would mean the Son, right? It wouldn't make sense that the Son would have that if the Holy Spirit didn't have that.
if the Son didn't have causation.
Yeah, if the Son had causation, it would mean the Spirit would also have the causation, according to Basil.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what is it? Passive spiration.
Yeah, that's
But I
yeah.
don't
But
know. I'm not
Palamas goes
too.
over in that his book as well. That wouldn't it wouldn't make any sense either. Because what
Yeah,
is passive
really.
spiration, right? Like it just means you have the potential.
Yeah, really. I don't know. I think every system is a little flawed
Passive
because
spiration just
I think
means
you need
that
faith at the end of the day, of course. But I'm just not. I just feel like to me the
inspiration.
filioque makes more sense because you can get away from
I don't understand.
composition, and I
It
think
doesn't make
divine
any.
essence is
Nah,
something
You gotta
that you can
speak up,
what you're
really.
brother.
saying does not make any sense. Like that's not has nothing to do with composition. Like I don't know if you understand like what relations actually are.
Okay, so you said it was will.
No,
The two
like
relations are according to will and what?
your issue of composition, that has nothing to do with the filioque versus like not the filioque.
Yeah,
Composition
because
just has to do with whether it's like multiple substances or maybe a substance and an accident or two things that are not the same thing being combined together.
Well, I feel like it does imply composition because the differences in the hypostases with the filioque are relational and only relational, and it makes sense because
That's the
you have the
same thing
Father
in
and the
the other
Son
one.
relating to
That's the same
the
thing without the
Spirit
filioque.
versus. Wait, what's it?
That's the same thing without the filioque. Like you should probably look up like what relations are like, and even like, are you Catholic?
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
Yeah, there's Catholics that don't even believe that you need to have a relation of opposition between the Son and the Holy Spirit. Like you could look up John Duns Scotus, but like the composition issue, that's like something completely different. It has nothing to do with the filioque. The arguments that they're going to be using for the filioque is just that you wouldn't be able to actually distinguish the persons of the Son and the Spirit without relative opposition. It has nothing to do with composition.
Well, that's basically what I'm saying, though. The way they're
That has
distinguished
nothing to
is,
do with composition.
well, the way that they're distinguished is two different processions, right? How do you get two different processions from one singular essence?
What do you think the filioque is?
It's the relation of opposition,
Because
right?
they also believe there's two
No,
different. So they also believe there's two different sorts of relations within that's
bro.
grounded in
Every
the
single
essence.
Christian on the planet believes that there's two different types of processions.
Yeah, but they're virtual distinctions, right?
No,
No,
who
that
did you
would you
learn
would
that
have you would
from?
fall into modalism, bro. Heck no.
Did you learn that from Q-Top?
Nah, I don't even know who that is.
Who'd you learn that from though?
But
For real?
nobody says that.
Did you learn that from
I don't
someone? I'm
know. I've been
curious.
reading a lot of different shit.
I don't know what
You
you've been
need to
reading.
stop reading whatever you're reading
Yeah, I ain't gonna
because
lie.
that's just wrong.
If you
So you're
Catholic, you
saying, wait,
probably
what?
want to read Aquinas on this, to be honest.
So you're saying that the will, what is it? The will and the, what are the two of them? You guys, you said
Will and intellect. So
Intellect.
if you're Catholic,
the,
you can read Saint Augustine on the Trinity. I think it's going to be book 15. And he talks about these relations. Like a Catholic's going to interpret that a certain way, and then certain Orthodox are going to interpret it a different way. But nobody in the history of Christianity said that was a virtual distinction.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That
so
would
how
mean
the
that
fuck?
they're
How is it a? I don't get it. How can you have a real distinction without composition then?
okay because the
In the
quality, like
essence.
the characteristic of relation doesn't do anything to a substance. So if you study Aristotle's categories, relation is a different type of category that doesn't change like the substance. It just has to do with two subjects.
Yeah, I get that. But so the will and the intellect are relations. They're not in the essence.
No. I'm gonna suggest you read a dude named Lagrange. His name is Garrigou Lagrange, and I think specifically, well, you should probably. It's gonna be on the Trinity, and he kind of breaks down like what the difference is because you're mixing up notional acts, relations, like composite, like you're just mixing up everything. Like you don't know what any of these categories are. So one dude that explains it, who's a Catholic, is a Garrigou Lagrange.
Okay.
And if you want to learn the proper,
Lagrange.
No,
What?
yeah, you probably should spell that for him.
Somebody spell that out in the comments. I know there's
Yeah.
Catholics that read it. So
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
And if
going
you
to be a
want,
book on the Trinity.
yeah, if you want to learn the proper Orthodox view of how we interpret these things, you can read On the Procession of the Holy Spirit by Palamas. He literally has like a 400-page book where he goes into exactly how we answer all these things.
Okay. I do have another question though.
All right there.
Do y'all think
Reginald
that there's any kind of incentive for the Catholics and the Orthodox to reunite?
Incentive
To come back together?
I mean, it would be nice, but it's just probably
I just feel like there's a lot of hate.
Without someone committing ecumenism. It's just probably not possible.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I feel like could be a middle point, I feel like the Catholics could, nerf the Pope a little bit.
Nerf the Pope is crazy.
And then the Orthodox could.
Well, okay, so the issue is it would never be the Orthodox submitting to the Catholics. The reason why is because we have multiple different jurisdictions, and those not all those jurisdictions are gonna agree, hey, let's submit on the papacy or this, that, and the third. The only like logical thing that's possibly would happen, which again I don't think this would ever happen, would be the Pope declaring these things, right? But I don't even think that would ever happen.
Yeah, but I feel like the Orthodox and the Catholic are missing each other. Like the Orthodox are like the based, like traditional guys. Catholics are a little bit more liberal, but the Orthodox need the Pope because y'all can't call councils and shit.
Catholics, if you're saying that they liberal, there's certain ones that's.
Well, I think related to the Orthodox, they're like a little bit more liberal.
I'm telling you need to do some studies.
All right.
So
Okay.
did you write down that? Did you write down that name?
I was just gonna look up Lagrange on the Trinity.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do that.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bro. Take care, man.
Folks, theology is jacked these days.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't think it would. Listen, I don't think it'll ever happen. The Orthodox and it's more likely that Orientals and Eastern Orthodox come together than the Orthodox and Catholic. I wish it could happen, but there's no way that all of the Orthodox jurisdictions are going to give up their values to become united with the Catholic. It would just never happen. It'd be cool, but yeah, it's just not gonna happen. It's been 2,000 years. Not all of them, but some might. The issue is, I don't think so. Because in the Orthodox Church, it's not like the ecumenical patriarch can just declare this thing, right? It has to be some sort of council that's held on it. And I don't think the majority of the council was ever in any jurisdiction would agree to that. So even if we had, that's why the Orthodox Church is good, because we have these checks and balances. And Grizzly, $2 super chat, all talk. Sending this to your job, Grizzly. Let's talk God with a $10 super chat. It's the same way Eve is distinct from Adam as she came from his side. Seth is distinct from Adam as she was begotten from him. Both came forth from his nature in distinct manners. God bless. Amen, bro. That's a good analogy. Thank you for that analogy, bro. God bless, man. Thank you. Let's talk God. It's not happening in our lifetime? Yeah, probably not. I'm leaning Orthodox, as you should be. If y'all watch tonight, my boy Bryce debating talent on the papacy of Chalcedon, he gonna do him in. Mark my words. After the debate, y'all gonna hear bruh say, I should have studied more. I wasn't ready. Mark my words. Mark my words. Y'all heard it here first. You heard it here first. Can you pull to Las Vegas? Yeah, but that's dangerous. Las Vegas is a gambling city. What time does it start? 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. You guys are missing the Bishop of Rome. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have the Bishop of Rome as long as he doesn't think that he can be infallible. Yeah, that'd be great. The debate an hour and a half. Hopefully, Imam Town does the job. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's on. Gambling is not a sin if you do it in moderation. I'd ask your priest. I'm not sure, to be honest. Gonna be interviewed by Bryce? I don't know. I already did do I got the PDF on what? Talon's gonna cook. I don't really think you believe that. Valve and Dead of Final Super Chat. Is the Father logically prior to the Son since begetting comes from the begotten? Yeah, logically prior, yeah. Yeah, logically prior to the Son, of course. That just basically means in terms of like definitionally what we're talking about. But yeah, not temporally in any way, shape, or form. Oh, Polymos one? Oh, do I have the PDF? No. I got the actual book here, bro. I like books I can take like better notes on them. Talon's not on the same level as Bryce. It's not even close. Not for real. You think he's better than Bryce on papacy? Oh, y'all finna see tonight. I can't look. I'll be in the chat. I'll be talking to all y'all tonight, so I'll be there. I got the trial by Polymos. It's confusing. Am I tripping? No, it can be confusing for sure. Oh, I got the hiccups. It can definitely be confusing. What time is it at? 8 p.m. Eastern. Did you see Jason's conversion? Yeah, bro. It's forever ago. Is it here? No. It's on Wi-Fi Gospel's YouTube channel. I love hardcover, so do I. Did I share what happened on my last live trial talk? I don't believe so, no. Are you old calendar or new calendar? I'm future calendar. What do you think about a pastor saying God is not pure act? He shouldn't be talking about the Trinity to say God isn't pure act. It doesn't really make any sense. Future calendar might be the move, real. How do we explain Romans 8 saying that God predestines people? That it's speaking about the fact that he knows what's going to occur, not that he causes it. It's not talking about causation. What relation does the Son and Spirit have if the Spirit doesn't proceed from the Son? They have their relation to the Father, right? So their relation between each other is of the essence and Father. So they come forth from the same source, which is their relation. It's like asking, what relation do you have to your sister or your brother? Like, you come forth from the same source, your parents. I don't need to beget, like, is proceeding of persons from the Father one act or two? I don't know what you mean by one act or two. Like, it's one act that he manifests it, but the manifestation is different. I was listening to Jay and he said he doesn't believe in pure act. I'd need to see the context of what he said by that. So I've heard people say that, but I don't know what the context of what he says. I've never actually seen a full clip. How do we explain how Jesus claims to be God? Show that he claims to have attributes only God can have, for instance. It's a good way. It's a good way. Jay calls monophysites. Is that your stance too? Which is definitionally they are. Like, it's definitionally true. They don't believe he has different wills. Well, I guess because opening, I disagree. Still gonna be live for a little bit, so we're still out here. We're still out here. Dun, dun, dun. Pure act is different from Thomism version pure act. Yeah, it can be. They're about to summon all the Orientals after that one? Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. My boy Cook Jake. Real. How's it logical? Because it coheres with the laws of logic. But if they use the counter, God gave him the ability to do it? I don't know. Oh. Nah, you can't give someone the ability to be omnipresent and omniscient and omnipotent specifically. That's crazy. What was you just humming right now? I was humming my intro music to my YouTube. I made a new intro to my YouTube earlier. If y'all haven't seen it, all you gotta do is literally rewind to the beginning of this live if you're on YouTube. And then you can come back to this part now. Can we come up and ask questions dry right now? Nah, that's for tomorrow night. I want to say that for tomorrow night. I do Sunday nights where I do that. Kanye song is crazy. Unk is even crazier. Submit to the Catholic Church, you heretics. I do submit to the true Catholic Church, which is the Orthodox Church. Opinion on pineapple on pizza? It's nasty, but it's not as nasty as the pizza I seen the other day. I seen the mushrooms on pizza. That was nasty. It looked so nasty. And they didn't even have the right cheese on it either. They had what kind of cheese did they have on that? I don't even remember. It was weird though. Mushrooms and pineapple was heretical? Yeah. Do you pray to Mary? Yes. Mushrooms on pizza is disgusting. Nasty. Purely nasty. Martin with a 10 Fearless Truth gifted memberships. W Martin, man. Appreciate that, GOAT. Appreciate that, GOAT. That's 2 lives in a row. That's 20 gifted memberships at least in the last 2 lives. W, man. W Martin, you the GOAT, bro. Mushrooms are not the GOAT. Guys, come on, lock in. Favorite saint? St. John of Damascus. Do I have him up there? Nah, I don't. St. John of Damascus is over there. I don't got enough room. I don't have enough room. I would put him up there, but I really like this icon. Y'all can't really see it on TikTok, but I love it. Wait, let me just... I love this icon. I think it's on so hard. Michael the Archangel. So hard. Mushrooms and pineapple on pizza is fire. Blocked. Yeah, sure. With the $5 super chat, corners of seating, Uncle. When we gonna go getting a ball stream, Nick? Heck no, never. Gonna get a turkey stream before that, bud. $70 what? Jalapeno pineapple pizza? You're different, Martin. I'm not gonna lie, you are different. Not in a good way. The icon? No, it was like low key like 60, I think. I got it for a really good. Oh no, it's $45. I got a really good deal on this, dude. This was 40, bro. I still got the sticker on it back. It was $45, bro. I got this. I was at my church, and we were having a festival, and there was a nun's monastery who came, and they had a bunch of icons, and I seen this. I was like, yo, this is beautiful. I was like, yo, this gotta be like 150. I seen 45. I said, put out my wallet. I said, okay. Buy that John immediately. That's Michael the Archangel. Vive Vendetta with the 5 fearless you get the memberships. W Mans. Appreciate you, Vive Vendetta. Thank you for that goat. Thank you for that goat. Appreciate you, man. If you get a membership from these cats, because the whole chat turning green right now. If y'all get a membership, make sure to say thank you in the YouTube chat. None of the apostles will do this. That's not true. Icons usually be a standard 40-ish on a wood frame. Go to price. Yeah, that's a go-to price. Invite JJ up. I don't even know who that is. I'm gonna be honest. But he can request it if you want to. Yeah, listen, I would like to have sometime a room. If I ever won the lot, listen, y'all ever seen them things that are like, y'all won't know I won the lottery, but there will be signs? Yeah, the sign will be I have a room in my house that is just filled with icons all around. Any good sites to buy icons? Yes, Legacy Icons. Great site. That's where I get most of mine. Teddy's with the 5 fearless with the memberships. That is what 11 gifted memberships from Ted on the stream. W Ted. Everyone sending gifted memberships this stream. Everyone who's sending gifted memberships, W. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much, Ted. Appreciate that, goat. Favorite church file, St. John of Damascus. It's my goat. But it costs 100 per icon. No, that's not true. You can get smaller icons that are cheaper. It just depends. You're probably looking at the big ones. I've got icons from there for like 50, $60, and they're pretty good icons. I do art. I'm gonna make you one. That would be cool. You just gotta make sure it's you know, the Orthodox Church allow it and whatnot. But yeah, man, there's also like, if y'all have any like local monasteries near you guys, you can look up local monasteries and what they offer. Cause sometimes so if y'all don't know, monks, like when they're not praying, what they'll do is they'll either be like gardening, or they'll be like during the winter months, they'll be like making prayer ropes, and they'll be making icons, etc. And so it's a really good way to support them, because that's how they support their monastery, because they don't, you know, do like other kinds of work, right? So it's a good way to support the monastery. So, you know, that's what I would recommend. Do you have a prayer rope? Yes, I do have a prayer rope. My family just went to Greece recently, actually, and got me a prayer rope from Greece. That was pretty cool. I want a St. John of Damascus one, but it's expensive. Who's requesting? Let me see. Hello?
Man,
What's going on?
yeah, if I was to be Christian, I would be Mormon.
Mormons aren't Christians, so.
Hell yeah, they're the actual Christian.
Okay, yeah. That's why I don't be letting people up, bro. That's why I don't be letting some people up, which I already know they weirdos. Lord have mercy. What do you mean the Orthodox Church allows it? Aren't we allowed to craft? Yeah, I think we can, but like, for instance, there has to be like a certain like approval by the church. For instance, you can't just go paint the Trinity and paint the Father. Like, that's you can't do that. So there's gotta be like there's like approved icon. You're allowed to, you know, do. You can't just go painting the Holy Spirit to be a human or something like that, right? Like that's crazy. Like, heck no. I heard that monks don't shower, bro. Existing. Don't disrespect monks like that, bro. No, that's not true. We just justify idols and praying to the dead? You can come, JJ. If you believe that, then please come up in the guest request and prove that. What's your thoughts on logic thinking the user is symbolic? He doesn't have a firm stance on it yet. So, yeah, The Chosen. When you can finally show me that video of you, you debating Sam like you said you did, then I'll let you up. Dun, dun, dun. Legacy icons be costing it, but I mean, icons aren't cheap, dude. You're scared? Yeah, I'm frightened of you. I'm frightened of a guy who I made say his God could be Satan. I'm frightened. Not what I said? Okay. Let me let him up and watch him. I'll make the argument again. Let's see if he says it again, guys. All right, hello? Martin, it's at the very beginning. You gotta go to the very beginning, Martin. Yeah, hello? You're muted. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
All right, yeah. So is your God the God of the Bible, of the Old Testament? Is he contingent or is he not contingent?
I mean, does he rely on something else?
Yeah.
No.
So are the laws of logic grounded in his essence?
No.
Okay.
So
Could
for
God?
example,
Okay.
I'll-
What does
I'll
it mean
prove it to
for? Yeah. What does it mean for God to be omnipotent?
Yeah, all-knowing. You say omniscient or omnipotent?
Omnipotent.
Yeah, so all able.
What does that mean to be all able?
Can do anything.
So God can do absolutely anything.
Yes.
Could God become Satan?
Satan doesn't exist. That's not a good paradigm.
Could God become evil?
Well, if God was out of evil completely, then evil can't exist. That wouldn't work.
No, could he
For
become
example,
evil? Become the
all
epitome
there
of evil
is,
itself.
hold on, in the essence, all there is God, because nothing could exist without God, and God has to constantly sustain it. So in that sense, yes, God is in evil in that sense, because without God, there is nothing.
So you said God is evil?
No, that's not what I said. Like, I don't think you're hearing me. I'm saying that because everything relies on God, and God's constantly sustaining everything. If God is not present, there is nothing. So therefore, it's all Him. So in that sense, God has to be in evil. Because without God,
God
there
is
is nothing.
in evil?
Yes. If God wasn't, the thing couldn't
Can
exist.
God act in an evil manner?
Like a human being? No.
I don't
What?
know. Not like a human. Can God act in an evil manner? Can he
How do
do
you
things that are
define
evil?
evil? How do you define evil?
The privation of good.
Okay, so let me ask you. If a tsunami unalives multiple people, is that evil or good?
I don't think it's necessarily one or the other. It could be good. It could be evil.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's not what I asked. Can God
let me
do evil
answer.
actions?
Your perception of evil is not God's.
Okay, define
so
evil.
Yeah, so like in God's lens or in my lens? Depends.
In God's lens.
Yeah, so in God's lens would be something that does not fulfill its intended purpose.
Okay,
For example, we see that in Genesis, where he says, hold on, we see it in Genesis, where he says, and God saw his creation and it was good. It wasn't good like good morals, it was good that it fulfilled its purpose that it was intended for.
Okay, then we'll just make it simple. Could God take on flesh, firstly?
No, he can't.
You just said he could do anything.
No, hold on. God, in that sense, God can take on flesh, but he won't.
Okay, he can. Okay, he can. Okay, great, he can. If God can take on flesh, could he grape somebody?
Could God grape someone? What kind of question is that?
It's a question. It's a question to show your God is Satan. Can your God grape someone?
No, my God won't grape someone.
I didn't ask will he. I said can he. Can your God grape someone?
Not a human being.
Yeah, I said if he becomes flesh, because you said he can. Talking about logical possibility, not will he. Can your God grape someone?
No.
You said he can do absolutely anything.
So I don't think you understand what I mean by that. What I mean by that is that if God is constantly, this is something I have to repeat to you again. If God is constantly sustaining everything, and because of that, everything comes from him, then in that sense, everything is God. There is nothing but
everything is God. Are you God?
You're not understanding in that sense.
Okay, in that sense, are you God?
I am one with God in that sense. Yes.
So
Not
you
that
are
I am a
God in that
God.
sense. Oh
No,
my gosh.
you're not understanding what I'm saying. In that sense, that there's nothing but Him, because He has to constantly sustain
Okay,
everything. And
in
without God,
that
nothing.
sense, is a piece of poop God.
If it wasn't part of God, how could it exist?
So God is a piece of poop is a part of
No,
God.
no. How could it exist
That's
without
what I'm asking.
God?
Okay, great. I'm granting you. I just want
No,
to make
that's
sure
what
I'm
I'm
getting your
asking.
claim. I'm
No,
not. I'm not
I
saying
want
yes
to
or no.
say
I'm asking
no.
you.
This is like a
Okay.
this is a Christian defect.
No,
So
no,
hold
it's
on.
not.
If
I'm asking
God
you a
didn't
question, dude.
exist,
According to you, is a piece in that sense is a piece of poop God.
it's not God's essence,
I didn't,
but without God, the piece of poop isn't existent,
dude.
which
You
means it
said
has to be part of
everything
God.
is God in that sense. Okay,
It
so in
has to
that
be
so it
part
should
of
be
God.
easy. So yes or no. In that sense, is a piece of
Yes.
poop
Yes,
God.
part of God. Everything is part of God. Everything.
So your
If
God
it's
is
not, it
composite.
can't
So your
exist.
God is composite.
No, I'm not a pantheist. What I'm saying is that if God did not sustain everything in the world constantly, those things
Sustaining means
couldn't
you are that
exist.
thing.
So in that sense, you're not understanding what I'm saying. So in that sense, He is everything, because without Him there is nothing. In that sense.
Okay, so
I don't know
in
your
that
brain
sense, is God a child rapist?
God has to be in every
So I
single
just want a
thing.
yes or no. In that sense, is God a child rapist?
God isn't that child rapist, but without God there is no child rapist. Which means in
No,
that
no, no, no,
sense,
no. Because you said
God,
He is everything in that sense, dude. So I'm asking in that
in
sense
that
that He is
sense,
everything. Okay,
in
in
that
that okay,
sense,
in that sense that He is everything, is your God a child rapist?
in the sense that without God being present, there is no child rapist. In that sense,
So
not that
yeah,
He
so I
is
just want a yes or
that.
no. In that sense, is God a
No, I know
child
you want a yes
rapist?
or no because your brain can't understand it.
No,
That's not what I'm
no, it's a
saying.
yes or no, dude. In that sense, we
No, it's not a
understand you
yes or
saying
no.
in that sense, without Him, you can't sustain it, etc. In that sense, is God a child rapist?
In that sense, God is all that there is.
It's a
So
yes
that
or
thing
no,
cannot
dude. In that
exist.
sense, is
It's
God a
not a yes
child
or
rapist?
no.
It
It's
literally, it's
not
a
a
true
yes or no.
dichotomy. What, are you saying it's a
No,
false
it's
dichotomy?
not. Yes, just like me saying, for example, that table is God. That table is obviously not God.
You
But
just
if
said
God did
everything is
not,
God.
you're not. That's not what I'm saying. You're not
You
understanding.
verbatim said that.
I'm saying there's nothing but Him. There's a difference that you don't
No,
understand.
you did you or did you not verbatim say He is everything?
In what sense,
I'm
though?
not, I don't
Not.
care. I'll take whatever
I
sense you
know you
want,
don't
dude.
care. I know you
I'll
don't care.
take whatever sense you want. Whatever sense you
Because your
want.
Messiah died and did nothing.
In
It's
that,
the
and
same thing.
whatever
It's the same
sense
thing.
you want, is God everything?
In the sense, in a sense, He is everything because He constantly sustains it. Yes.
Okay, in that sense, is He a child rapist?
In the sense that He has to sustain that rapist to be alive, He is everything. In that sense.
I'm not asking about everything, bro. It's a true dichotomy. Is He in that
Yes, if
sense?
God was not
In that,
present,
it's a yes or no, dude. In that sense, is He a child
if
rapist?
God was not sustaining that person to
Oh
be
my
alive,
gosh,
there would
dude.
be
I
no
just want a
God.
yes or no, bro. In that
I'm
sense, is your
giving you
God
an
a child
answer.
rapist?
You're trying to dumb it down because your brain can't
This
understand
is
it. I'm
not
gonna give
dumbing
you
it down, bro.
an
This
actual
is a
answer.
basic question. It's a
No,
yes or
it is
no.
dumbing it down.
In
Hold on,
that
is your
sense,
God
is God a
infinite?
child rapist?
Is your God infinite?
Oh, bro, can you just answer the question, dude?
Is your God eternal? It's very simple. Is your God
Yes,
eternal?
my God is eternal. See how I can
Okay,
answer?
great. Is he also finite or no?
No.
Then your God's lacking something. So there
What?
you go. Yes, yes, your God's lacking something. Because if you really saw
Oh
because
my
if God,
gosh,
I'm gonna
what?
prove that to you. I'm gonna prove that to
Wait,
you.
you think your
If
God is finite?
He's infinite and finite at the same time.
That breaks the law, bro. That that breaks the law of non-contradiction.
No, it doesn't. I'll
What's the
prove it
law
to
of
you.
non-contradiction?
That two statements can't be opposite of each other. And
What?
yes, it's
It's
that
that
two
A cannot
statements
be A and
cannot
not
be
A at the same time. So how can A be infinite and not infinite at the same time?
I'll explain it to you. If God was infinite and He was all that He was and He couldn't be finite, then you would see Him everywhere and there would be no concealment. But we do have a concealment in this world because we don't see God openly everywhere. So obviously He's able to limit Himself, making Him be able to take on a finite nature, which He needs to be able to, which He does, by the way, to conceal Himself so we don't perceive Him to be everywhere.
Okay,
If
does
He's
God have the nature of a pig or does He lack the nature of a pig?
the nature of a pig.
Yes.
No, He's not the nature of a pig.
So He lacks the nature of a pig. He lacks something.
No.
Uh-oh.
Because you're not understanding something. There's a problem.
It's a true dichotomy that either He has the nature of a pig or He lacks the nature of a pig. Which one is it?
Yeah, but what is wrong? In the essence, does the pig really exist?
Yes.
No, not without God.
I'm not
In that
saying
sense-
without God, bro. I'm asking,
That's
does
what I'm
God,
saying.
okay, does God have the nature of a pig?
No, but the pig cannot exist.
So
without
then He
God.
lacks the nature of a pig.
No, He can't because there only is God. In that
So if He
sense.
doesn't lack it, then He has it.
You don't understand
What
what
does
I'm
it mean
saying.
to lack something?
To not have something.
Okay, so to not have it. So if he lacks it, he doesn't have the nature of a pig. So
What I'm
does he
saying is
have the nature of the pig or does he not?
What I'm saying is the nature of the pig itself doesn't really exist. It's all him.
A nature
You
of a
don't
pig doesn't
understand what I'm saying.
exist?
You don't understand what I'm saying.
What?
It's like a defect in your brain.
A nature of a pig doesn't exist.
I'm going to explain it to you. Your perceived observation that the pig has its own nature separate from God is because of God's concealment. If you were to see God openly, you would see there's nothing but him. And
Okay,
nothing is
so
separate
there's
from him.
no difference
So in
between
that sense,
wait, wait.
hold on, quiet. Because in that sense, he is everything, and therefore the nature of the pig doesn't really exist. It's all him.
So okay, so it's all him. So there's no difference really in reality between the nature of a pig and God.
In the sense that if God is not present sustaining it, then it could not exist. In that sense.
So,
Not in the
so I
sense
just want to
that
be
he is the
clear,
pig.
dude. In
No, I
reality,
never
there's
claimed
no
to
difference
understand.
between the nature of a pig and God's nature.
In reality, it's all him, which means that he encompasses everything.
Oh
He's just
my gosh. His God is a pig. His God is a pig. Bro. This dude is actually, bro, the Jewish people are like genuinely slow. Like genuinely slow on this app, bro. I have not met a smart Jewish person on this app, bro. I promise you I haven't. Not a single one. This is crazy. This man just said there is no difference in reality between the nature of a pig and God. Oh, God forbid. Lord, forgive me for even saying that. RG to that super chat. Nick, what's cooking today? I just joined. Good to see you, bro. It's cooking, bro. You see it, man. No difference between the nature of a pig and God, guys. That's the Jewish God, by the way, guys. That's the Jewish God. The Jewish God's a pig. Wait, wait, what? Is that why you can't eat bacon in Judaism? Because you be eating God? Yeah. Yo, is that, yo, we just cracked the code, yo. Yo, we just cracked the code, bro. Is that why they can't eat bacon, dude? That's why they can't eat pork? Oh my gosh, we just cracked the code, guys. That's why they can't do it in Judaism. Because they be eating their God's nature. Oh, frig, no. Nah, that's crazy. It makes sense now, bro. It all makes sense now. But that Jew is worse than the Shoop guy. He might be. She might be. I'm not gonna lie. He might be. Dude, I don't even. Oh, good Lord. Bruh said God was I'm telling you, he's genuinely slow, bro. Like, I don't know why I don't even know why the frick he. Oh, I think I followed you for a debate you was hosting or something, Shikana. I don't know how to say your name. I don't think you ever followed me back, though. And I just went through my following and unfollowed anybody who I wasn't friends with, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it wasn't just you, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's see. Hello?
Dude, why you didn't let this boy speak? You just kicked him and you keep laughing. Are you high?
Do you want to answer the question he couldn't answer?
Yeah, but I want to understand first. Like,
Alright,
what
great.
do you claim? Do you think God should have pig nature or not?
No.
Okay, so that's what he was trying to telling you. Why you
Do you
thinking
believe
that what
God
he
has a pig
says?
nature?
Because what you asking him question is yes or no you want, and you asking him, does God have a lack of the nature of the pig, which is idiotic question, I think. Because
Why did I ask him that?
God,
What did he say right before that about what my God lacked?
I don't know. You just kicked
Yeah,
him. He
you
was
weren't
trying to
listening.
telling.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for showing you weren't listening. Thanks for showing you weren't listening. Thanks for showing you literally weren't listening to the debate. These people come up and can't track. They can't track at all. Oh, God. They God's a dang pig, bro. This can't be, dude. It's on the ground. That's crazy. Are you taking questions right now? Not really. Tomorrow I am. Tomorrow night. They worship Ham. All Ham to Allah. All Ham to Hashem. He didn't say God can be a pig. Oh my gosh, you're not tracking. He's probably, that guy's probably Muslim, huh? The Muslim and Jews got one thing in common. They slow as molasses, boy. Sunday fun day for Christians? You got it, bro. Thanks for the gift, bro. Why are you scared to do formal debates? I'm not. Give me a good opponent and I will. I have a $75 gift card to Honey Baked Ham Company. I'm the second coming of God. You got the keys to God, bro. Can Christians wear thobes? I mean, there's nothing against it. I'm ready to come up and debate pineapples and mushrooms on pizza. What law of logic is against? You'd cook me, bro. Can salvation be lost? Yes. I'm dead. I have a really good argument for pineapple on pizza. I don't think it's good enough, bro. If you ain't Martin, you ain't got the good enough argument. Leafy literally challenged you and you said no because I caught him lying twice, bro. And I posted the video. Leafy literally admitted if someone said that, they shouldn't be speaking about the subject. And he said that. So he shouldn't be speaking about the subject. Why would I debate someone else? Like, bro, Leafy's a narcissist, bro. Why would I speak to him about that? Like, Leafy is a narcissist. I'm not gonna debate a narcissist. Didn't he get put on the wall of shame? I think so. Nick's Italian, you ain't beating him on that real. Is Leafy the guy who said a church father is someone who founded a church? Yeah, bro. Leafy said a church father is someone who founded a church, and then everyone started laughing at him. And then he was like, "Oh, maybe I got that one wrong." Yeah, no, duh, you got that wrong. And then Buddy said Justin Martyr had ecclesiastical authority. Oh my gosh, boy, that was slower than molasses. It wasn't I am, it was I am, not for real. That's exactly what it was. Who did Jesus pray to? The Father. Leafy's famous line, that's not what I meant. Nah, like low-key, that's literally, isn't that not like a top 5 line for narcissists? Listen, babe. I know I told you that I hate you, but I didn't mean it like that, babe. I didn't mean it like that. I meant I love you. I know someone's out there with PTSD right now from me saying that. They just got PTSD. Babe, I know you seen my phone, and I know you seen I called this other girl or guy fine. I know you seen that. But I didn't even mean that, babe. I was just mad at you. I didn't even mean that for real. That's narcissistic behavior. This man Leafy is a narcissist. He is a narcissist. Good God, I feel bad for whoever his spouse will be one day. Where my Christian wife at? I'm still looking, brother. If you want a Christian wife, you gotta have something other than a black profile picture. No Christian woman gonna hit you up. They don't know what you look like. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, bro. You gotta know what to do, bro. Oh, he's Muslim? Oh, heck no. You ain't getting no Christian wife over here, gang. The Christian woman over here got self-respect. Ain't dating no Muslim. For recall ability. Dude, I have to have good recall ability because they lie all the time. So I learned to have good recall ability. Let me join up. Sorry, bro. If you join, you've already joined up because I'm live right now and we're technically all the same. We're all God. So you're already joined, or you just got to talk. We're all the same. Remember, everything's God. So you just talk. You're me. Just talk, bro. You're already up. Did Jesus pray to himself? No. Only begotten son of Nick, real. Umar would literally bake you on the LPT. Umar is a sidekick to every Muslim apologist. He's never the main character of anything. He was Eminem's sidekick forever, and then now he's Jake's sidekick, and who knows who he'll be the sidekick to next. Like, bruh, he is not the main event. I promise you that. Ever. And anything. How's your prayer life? It's good, man. They're passing bro around. He's just that guy in the back that yells. Like, but he called him the prelims. Bro, he's not even the prelim. He's just like, he's on the prelims like fight team. Yelling like from the crowd. You got this. Put him in a chokehold. That's all he is. Oh my gosh. This dude literally be in lives for like hours. Be like, yo, you think my bro won the debate, right? Nick become a schema monk. Oh, I don't know about that one, buddy. Oh, I don't know about that one. Archie's. I don't know about that one, man. That's crazy. Rise me, bro. I swear if this is the same kid as before, dude. Watch it be on a burner.
Hello?
Hello?
How's it going?
Good. What's going on?
So I'm just saying, like, can you explain to me what the Trinity is?
3 distinct persons
Your
that have
point
one
of view?
essence.
What?
3 distinct persons that have one essence.
Like one soul?
No, 3 distinct persons that have one essence. Essence is like a nature.
Define essence.
It's going to be the essential properties that make you what you are.
Okay, like, do I have an essence?
Yes.
Do you have an essence?
Yes.
Okay, so how does God have an essence? Like, I'm like God?
Because he has essential properties that make him what he is. What?
Okay, so Jesus too?
Yes. Do you not believe God has an essence?
I believe God is God.
Does he have an essence?
Define essence.
How do you define essence? I already defined it. How do you define it?
I don't know. I don't use that word.
All right, we'll go study somewhere and come back when you know. Let me know again. Actual trolls, bro. The crazy thing is these people like aren't even really trolls. Like they like genuinely, that's just like their intellect. Like their intellect is like genuinely on that level. Like it's actually on that level. They want to debate, but don't know anything. Story of my life. Story of my life, unfortunately. I get notifications when people request.
Nick, good evening.
What's up?
We just wanted to send love to you from Trinidad, my brother. We love you. Thank you for the good work that you're doing. And we learn a lot from you and the rest of those apologetics. We
Appreciate
just
it,
wanted
man.
to send love to you tonight, sir.
Thank you, bro.
Sorry
Appreciate
to
it,
bother
man.
you.
God bless you, man. Thank you. I like the Trinidad accent, bro. It's cool. They got a cool accent down there.
Hello.
What's up?
How are you?
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm good. What's up?
I'm good too. So, I'm Muslim. I'm converted to Islam.
Okay.
So, I want to ask you why like seriously, like it's not to be like very offensive, that does do you believe in a God that like goes to the toilet, that eats, that drinks, that sleeps? Like isn't that like underestimating God?
No, because God is powerful enough to take on flesh.
What do you mean by that?
He's powerful enough to take on a human nature so it doesn't deteriorate him because the nature comes to himself.
Can you read me Deuteronomy 23:14?
Sure.
Okay, I'll go get it.
You said 23:14?
Yeah.
For the Lord your God walks in the midst of your camp to deliver you and give your enemies over to you. Therefore your camp shall be holy, that he may see no unclean thing among you and turn away from you.
Okay. So holy, like you know what's unholy, right?
Yeah, it's going to be like sinning.
No, it's not this.
Show me what it is then.
It means human, what comes out of humans.
Show me that in the Bible. Show me.
I just pulled it up. Wait.
Sure, pull it up. Show me.
So, it starts at verse 9. So it says, uncleanness in the camp. When you are encamped against your enemies, keep away from everything impure. If one of your men is unclean because of a nocturnal immersion, he is to go outside the camp and stay. Be as evening he is to wash himself, and Sunday he may return to the camp. Designate a place outside the camp where you can go relieve yourself. As part of your equipment, have something to do. When you relieve yourself, dig a hole and cover up your excrement. So
What?
I don't want to see your excrement. Like this verse 13.
Oh, mine doesn't say excrement. So what about it?
Mine says.
So what about it?
So can God be close to excrement?
He's omnipresent, so yes.
So yes?
Yeah, he's omnipresent. Even you believe that in Islam, dude. Is God as close to you as your jugular vein?
That's in a sense that befits is a
Okay, and God takes on a human nature in a way that befits his majesty.
you want when you switch to my paradigm, then you can see it's like
Okay, I won't switch to your paradigm.
Okay,
right, I won't switch your paradigm then. Okay, God becomes flesh in a way that befits his majesty.
I will answer this. So when it means he's close to us, it's a way that befits his honor and majesty.
Okay, and God takes on flesh in a way that fits his honor and majesty.
No, because the nature of humans contrary to the nature of God.
What?
Being human is contrary to God because human is contingent.
Contingent on what?
It's not necessary. It means that
in his personhood, yeah, but God, when he takes on flesh, he's still a divine person, so he's still necessary.
Okay, so do you agree that Jesus is a necessary being according to you?
Yes.
If the Father, like what you call the Father, did not exist, will the Jesus exist?
No, none of the persons of the Trinity could not exist.
Why? Explain.
Because they are all necessary. They're the same being.
Okay, is the property of begetting like an essential property?
It's essential to the person, not to the essence.
Well, what do you mean by that?
That begetting is necessary to the person of the Father and to the Son, if we're talking about the relation of begetting and filiation.
So the Son need to have the ability to beget. In order to possess the
he
same
has to
essence.
have the ability. He has to be begotten. That's necessary that he has the relation of
No,
being
but you
begotten.
you said before that begetting is a necessary attribute.
Yes, necessary to the hypostasis, not to the person, not to the essence.
I want to make sure I understand. Like
So begetting is necessary to the personhood of the Father. It's not
but not
necessary to the person of the Son or the Holy Spirit.
why?
Because it's a hypostatic property, meaning that's a property of a person. The property of the essence is what's common and shared.
Okay. Well, if like begetting, if like the Son or Holy Spirit doesn't beget, it's not an essential property.
I just said it is essential, dude.
Just for one person.
Yes, it's a hypostatically necessary.
Okay. So I have a question is, well, you're gonna see the point of my question. So, do you say us Muslim or monotheist? Maybe it's not the version of monotheist you like, but is it at least monotheism?
Nah, I think y'all is atheists. Y'all don't really believe in God.
Why you say that?
Y'all believe in a dang demon, bro.
Well, why you say that?
Because your God is not a
whatever.
God.
What?
Your God is not a God, dude.
Why you say that?
Because he rejects what the true God says, which is demonic.
You talk about who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or what?
Yeah, the Allah of the Quran, yes.
Yeah, I don't think like the Bible portrays God correctly, you know.
I don't think the Quran portrays God
No,
correctly
like
because it goes
for
against the
example,
Old Testament.
why does God like rest?
Because of the fact that resting just means that he stopped creating, and on the sixth day he didn't keep creating. Do you think God kept creating after?
Yes.
So he's making like new universes or what?
No, means like creates new elements like
New elements.
like new
So we
elements.
gaining elements on the periodic table every year, huh?
No, I mean, it's just the same.
Bruh, I think you confused. I'm be honest, bro. I think you confused. I think you should go study a little bit more and come back. You might be a little bit confused. We're just gonna move on. Oh my gosh. Hello.
What's up? No, I agree with you. I just wanted to join in to kind of like give a new aspect on like the Trinity in the Islamic sense.
Oh yeah, you good? Yeah, he
But
left now. So appreciate you,
yeah,
bro.
no, but I mean,
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were gonna keep talking. Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
I'm good. I wanted to ask you a question.
All right, sure.
So, what would be your justification as to the people who say that the Trinity is actually three gods, not one?
It's a category error.
How
I
would
don't
you
think it is three. I
reconcile
don't
the
think
fact?
you can prove it's three gods.
How would you reconcile the fact that there are three persons, yet one God?
Because personhood is different than nature, and we say there's one God, referring to the fact that there's both one essence and one operation of action.
So you're saying because they share the same essence, the divine
And
divine
because they
essence,
have the same operation of action, yes.
but how would you define essence?
It's going to be the essential properties that make you what you are. And when we're talking about
Sure.
God, because obviously humans can have accidental properties of their essence, but for God, in essence, going to be just the essential properties that make him what he is.
All right. Do we share the same set of properties that make us human?
Yeah, I believe that we have a homoousios essence. Yeah, we have a like essence.
So we share the same human essence.
Yeah, I agree.
Yet we count that we're two separate human beings.
Bro, I don't. Yeah, dude. See, you're not listening at all, bro. I didn't say just the Father. You came in here with this argument, this preconceived notion that you're gonna run this argument that's not gonna work. I didn't say the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit just because they have one essence. I said because they have one essence and one operation of action.
What do you mean one operation of action?
meaning that the Father cannot possibly do an action that the Son doesn't participate in.
All right. So when you say that the Son has different hypostatical properties which are different from the Father, wouldn't that negate what you're saying?
No, it just distinguishes them as persons.
It distinguishes them as persons, but then you cannot say they're absolutely identical.
We don't believe they're absolutely identical, bro.
Then how can you say that they're just one God?
Because they're materially identical, meaning they have one essence and one operation of action.
And why do you even bring up the essence argument? It's kind of pointless.
What do you mean? Why do I bring up the essence argument? What?
Why do you use the fact that they have the same essence as an argument to them being one God?
Because that's part of why they're one God. It's because they have one essence and because they have one operation of action.
But the essence, the justification of you saying is they have one essence, we have one essence, we're different human beings.
I didn't say it was only because he had to. You have to track, bro. I didn't say it's only because they have one essence. It's because they have one essence, and remember the and part. The and is very important, and they have one operation of action. It's both, not just one.
So when you say that they have one operation of action, does that mean just because they do what they do, what they each will, like the Father wills something and the Son wills something, their wills match, therefore that's the reason.
No, it means that the Father, I already said this, it's because the Father cannot do something that the Son does not participate in.
Yeah, but that's not a really justification, because you can just say that the prophets of God, they do what the Father wills. Yeah, they're not
I
the same
didn't,
kind of
bro.
person.
When did I bring up will, dude? Dude, you have to start listening, bro. When did I bring up will?
You just said the same action of operation.
So when did I bring up will?
Doesn't that mean they just do what they do the same thing?
Yes. Do the prophets do everything that the Father does?
They do what the Father orders them to do.
No, do they do everything the Father does?
What the Father wills them to do.
I didn't ask that, bro. Dude, oh my gosh, bro. Does the Son do everything, or do the prophets do everything the Father does?
No.
Okay, that's the difference. The Son participates in every action the Father does.
Okay, so is the Father eternally begotten as you believe?
Is the Father eternally begotten?
Yeah, because you believe the Son is eternally begotten. Is the Father eternally begotten?
No. What? What does that have to do with what I just said?
So they don't do the same thing.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. There's one action of begetting. The action is from the Father, and the Son is the one begotten, and it's through the Holy Spirit that all actions are done. So yes, all three persons participate in that action.
So if you say that they participate in the same action, does that mean the Father is eternally begotten?
No, it means he participates in the action of begetting by begetting the Son.
But they don't have the same. They don't have the same. So the Son does some things which the Father doesn't.
No,
do.
they have different participations in the same action.
It's not the same identical action.
Oh my God! Yes, it is. The action. There's one action to begetting. That's one action. How they participate in it is different ways. The Father participates by begetting the Son. The Son participates by being begotten from the Father. It's one action of begetting.
Yeah, but that doesn't justify how you can count them just as one.
Yes, it does. That's how we're counting them as one. One operation of action is one God.
That's a non sequitur. Just because three entities do the same exact thing doesn't mean they're the same one thing. That's not an argument.
What? How could you possibly do everything each other does and be different beings?
Because they're discernible from each other. They're distinguishable from each other.
If two things are discernible within the same being, does that make multiple beings?
Agents.
Wait, if two things are discernible,
agents.
if two things are discernible in the same being, does that make it multiple gods?
It does because there are three conscious agents.
Great. He said if there are multiple discernible things in one being, it makes multiple gods. Are the attributes of Allah are the attributes of Allah discernible? Wait, are the attributes of Allah discernible?
I said if they're conscious agents.
So now we gotta change it.
That's what I said from the beginning.
No, you didn't.
You cannot say about an abstract idea that there's a conscious agent, a conscious entity.
Define agent. Define agent.
A being that is a concrete existence, that is living, that is conscious, that is able to, that has a will.
Okay, they don't have different. We don't even say they have consciousness. We say they have the one mind. So do they have different minds?
You say that they have. If you say that each person is actually a person, then yes, even if the wills are aligning with each other, but they do have separate wills. The wills align with each other, but they have separate wills.
What was the question I just asked you?
You said, does persons? You said that they don't have different wills.
Holy
And
crap,
just
you're not
answered.
listening, bro. Holy crap, you're not listening, bro. I literally asked this man if they have different minds, and he starts answering a question I didn't ask. He starts answering. I said, do they have different minds? He said, well, so they're different will. Who asked about wills? What? That's the second time he brings up wills. Nobody asked about wills, bro. These Muslims cannot track basic conversation. The guy beyond over $2 super chat. Most Muslims are married to the first cousin. That's crazy. Bro, I'm telling you, it's absurd. You just can't track. Hello?
Yeah, so I got a question.
Sure.
What do you think about Muslims having 4 wives?
I don't
Up to
know.
4.
I don't know. That's
It's
their
okay
own
with you?
thing, I guess.
You're cool with that?
I mean, do what y'all want to do, bro. I don't know what that got to do with me.
Okay. So, what do you think about Solomon having 900 wives?
What about it? Do what he gonna do. What does that got to do with me?
Don't you think it's a little bit a lot? I mean, he was like the Hugh Hefner of his time. 900
I
wives.
don't know. He probably had enough money to take care of them all. So what about it?
Is it not a little bit too much?
I don't know. I guess if you want it, sure. If you want to say it, it could be too much. Could be not be too much. I don't know how he was in his time.
For me, I think it's a little bit too much, man. Even I
Okay.
cannot handle 900.
Okay. You not Solomon.
How
gang.
much can you handle? Like,
You not Solomon, gang. We not the same.
What? You mean he's like he has more testosterone because
I
he's a
ain't gonna
prophet?
lie. I don't know why this dude sitting here asking me how many girls he think I can handle. A grown man. Grown man coming to my live. Hey, bro. How many girls you think you can handle? Yo, what? Grown man, by the way. In his head, sitting here thinking, I wonder how many girls this man can handle. Nick, this host, how many girls he can handle? Oh, he can probably handle at least 3 or 4. Like, yo, why you thinking that? Bro, that's crazy. I'd never be sitting here thinking about, I wonder how many girls another grown man can handle. Whew. Lord have mercy. Lord have, he talking about, I wonder how much testosterone King Solomon had. Trifling, folks, strange, boy. Folks, strange, boy. Yo, y'all laughing at that Appy dude, but y'all don't realize the Appy dude was the dude that just said that. He's talking about me, bruh. Me and Nick. Whoa, hold on, buddy. What are you talking about, Wade? Watch out. Watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. Nah, one is real. You handle more than one woman is crazy. Muslims love the way you look, I suppose. I suppose they do. You know how many Muslims that been be coming up here talking about my beard or this, that, and the third? It's crazy. Alejandro, appreciate the super chat, man. We don't need to wonder how many Al-Zook can Muhammad handle. We know this for a fact. Real, them hadiths make it real clear, don't they, Alejandro? Oh my gosh. Favorite book of the Bible? Titus. Short but sweet. Short but sweet, straight to the point. It's golden. Steam doesn't have to go. What? I'm so confused. Reading Titus tonight, then do it, bro. It's like 3 chapters. It's such a W. It's such a W. Rise, I'd rather bang my head against a brick wall than talk to you. Ain't gonna cap. I know it's a question. Of course it's a question. No duh. Obviously you want to come up and ask me a question. He addicted to attention? Yeah, for real. Reading the summa cover to cover tonight? No, you're not. Why are you scared of me? I'm dead scared of someone who said, Saint Tome? I'm dead scared. I'm scared you gonna think a book just is a person again, bro. I don't know, Ahmed. If we debate Tawhid versus Trinity, you might think that Saint John of Damascus was a book or something. I don't know. It's plausible. It is plausible. Was it him with the Saint Tome debate? Yes, it was. It was. Is polygamy not a sin? It is. It just wasn't like something that was like necessarily objectively decided upon in the Old Testament. It's a sin now because of the church. Amen. Thank you, Smiley. Don't forget to subscribe if y'all on the YouTube, man. Oh. Is it a sin to not go to church on the Sabbath? Are you defining the Sabbath as Friday, sundown, and Saturday, sundown? No, that's not a sin. That's what World Mission Society Church of God would say, though. Smiley training day, huh? How are the guests today? Same as always. Insufferable. But it's okay. Listen, I don't be doing these lives for the guests most of the time. I do these lives for y'all. Because even if the guests are horrendous, you guys will at least still learn something from what I say. We could have all horrendous guests all day. But at least y'all will still learn something. Because y'all will still hear me talk and teach stuff. So that's why, even though I get annoyed at these guests, I still do what I do because you guys will still learn things. So, you know, I don't mind. Yeah, I'm an entertainer, I guess. Top 3 books to learn Christianity. St. John of Damascus on the Orthodox Faith. On the Incarnation by Athanasius. And the Bible. If you're counting that. What's your view on purgatory? It's not real. Not a real thing. Fake news. Fake news. Hello?
Bro,
What's up?
I want to convert to Christianity.
I don't know why, but I don't believe you. Why?
Because it's the truth.
So you deny Muhammad's a true prophet?
Mhm.
Can you say that for me? I deny that Muhammad.
Ja, shush, maar again, 2 question. I wouldn't dare convert to Christianity.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, y'all act like I don't have discernment, bro. I'm not dumb. Like, did you think you were really gonna do something there? You got me, bro. I can tell when people are being honest and when they aren't. Like, I've been doing this for a long time, dude. Yeah, by the way, is crazy. Him even saying when I asked if Muhammad's a false prophet, he low-key gonna have to go repent just from that. And that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'll prove you wrong, says he wants, like, bro, like, how slow are these people? Oh my gosh. He got that fallacy. That's crazy. Oh gosh. What's your refutation of First Council of Tawhid? Cooked. I don't think most of the Muslims believe in God, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's just my personal belief. I don't believe most of them believe in God. I think they're in the religion because they know the Muslim woman that let them control them. Them boys is lustful creatures. Some dude tried to tell me Irenaeus taught the rapture. No. No. Oh. Crown is eternal. Yeah. All right, with that being said, I'm gonna hop off. Appreciate y'all hopping on tomorrow night, though. If y'all are on TikTok, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube link in bio. We'll be doing a Christian live tomorrow night where we just answer Christian questions. So if you guys got Christian questions you always wanted to have answered, join the YouTube link in bio. Come subscribe and turn on live notifications. We'll be on tomorrow evening, maybe around this time-ish tomorrow. Yeah, guys, link in bio. Join up, though. I appreciate all y'all hopping on, all y'all goats, everyone who super chatted. Thank you immensely to those super chats. They keep the channel running. Yeah, man. I'll see y'all next time. God bless y'all in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. See y'all next time.